Yo, what up, guys? What up, what up, what up? How goes it today? I should have put a timer on screen for when the stream starts. Not when the stream, yeah, when the actual stream starts, the RuneScape stream. But how you guys doing? Let's all be disappointed together. No, don't. Stop. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, bro. Right, the way I'm looking at it is they have to have something exciting and actually good in there. Otherwise, it's a bit silly for them to do it, you know? You kind of agree? Like, it would have been better to just leave us without a roadmap unless there's actually some good stuff in the roadmap. If they're going to announce something that's like there's really nothing there, then they might as well not bother. They must have something that, like, yeah, we can announce this now. Maybe that's copium. Who knows? How long do we have this? An hour. I figured I'd jump on an hour earlier because yesterday's stream when I started, I had like 1500 ping. Not that it matters for this, but like it was all disconnecting and stuff. I had issues with my internet. I had issues with my microphone. I had it. Yeah, it was an absolute joke, bro. So there's an hour yet. I've pinned the time, the actual time at here, and then you can see the game clock here. So we've got an hour. Can I resize this? You can't, right? Edit. I can only move it, right? I can't resize it. Advanced. Clock. Please stop doing that. Clock. There. Can I resize it? No. Just move. Okay, we'll put it like right here. Yeah? Put it there. And then you guys can see it right in the middle of the screen. When's the roadmap? We're getting it in an hour. In an hour. Pin comment. We need game-changing update, like massive changes. All these little crappy tie-overs are getting sickening. The game's dead if they don't, for real. Yeah, I mean, I don't think the game's gonna die. RuneScape's never, it's not gonna die, bro. We might stick to like a low player count for now, but they'll come back. And you know, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Good morning. Is ED4 with ED? It's ED4 with ED5, 6, and 7 in the coming 3 years. We'll have to see what it is. It could be. I'd be down for a new elite dungeon. Super down. But new season starts at 1, not noon for you. Damn, are you like 12 hours ahead? Have you just kind of like ruined your day, John? That's unfortunate. A good son always comes back home. People will always return to RuneScape, yeah. How much begins? An hour. I feel like that's going to be the going question until it starts, but that's fine. I figured we'd get live early to make sure things were running properly, and also so you guys were here and you knew, and also like I don't want to start 5 minutes before their stream and then I'm like, oh guys, quick, we gotta get to the stream, we gotta get everything set up. So I've got the stream open already, everything's good to go. I'm actually prepared for one, which is pretty crazy. So yeah. As soon as I have an hour less before I had to lay down to take a nap. Ah, I see. Okay. I was wondering why you were here at this time. Yeah. Well, yes, like I said before, like yesterday's stream was a nightmare when I started. It was ridiculous. So we just figured, you know, we'd start a bit earlier. I'm gonna go run some ED1 or something while we wait, I suppose. Or do we do like Rassiel? Let's do some Rassiel. We'll do that for a little bit. And then we'll jump around or whatever. Do I even have a Rassiel preset still? 17. We need to get rid of this guy. This little Calgarian demon. It's not very little, is he? Reaver. What do you guys think is gonna be announced then? Let's actually do a poll. Start a poll. We'll leave this on for a little bit. What are your hopes for the roadmap? High hopes. Middle hopes. You guys will know what I mean, I guess. They've updated the UI in stream on my end. Hopefully that means that they're like working on it, maybe. I don't know. But high hopes, middle hopes, low hopes, and meh, doubt it'll be good. Let's do that. Let's do that. And guys, I genuinely do not believe we're gonna get anything Hero Pass related. There's no way they do that again, right? 10 quests, 1 boss, Necro Dino, some new events. If they announce boss releases and they're like, I have new boss, and then it's the Necro one, I feel like that's gonna not go down very well. I don't think that'll go down too well, but you know, we'll see what happens. Let's see what happens. Vast archaeology site holiday events. You think that's all it's going to be? Because they've already announced. There's no way it's only going to be what we already know. Because we already know we're getting the archaeology event, the archaeology site. We already know we're getting the new boss. Surely they're not just going to go, here's the roadmap, guys, and it's everything we already know. Part of me thinks they might do that, but also part of me is like, they can't. There has to be new stuff. There has to be. Copium, right? But we'll see what happens. But I think there's going to be some new stuff that we didn't know about. Another skill upgrade to 120. Hopefully that could be kind of cool. All of the combat. I'm thinking maybe all combat to 120, possibly. But we got burnt on that before with the hero pass. Like that's what people thought was going to be announced, and then we got hero pass instead. So I don't know if we can really fall for that again. You know, it feels a bit bad to think that's what we're going to get and then fall for it again. But we'll have to see. Don't try making more 120s. Why don't try making more 120s? Forthcoming areas. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot they could probably do, but we'll have to see what they've been doing. There was a comment on Reddit from the CEO a while back now. Is it Mod Pips? I think it is, right? He's saying that there's some exciting things that they want to share, but they just can't yet. So hopefully this is them sharing those exciting things that they couldn't share before, but now can. I hope. But I mean, we'll have to see what it is. We shall have to see. Jeffrey, thank you for becoming
the channel
a channel member at the Intercept. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I don't have necromancy on my thingy. It's there. Okay, we'll change that real quick. There's going to be some trash kills because I'm going to be reading chat a lot more, but that's fine. We're not going to worry. When is the roadmap? Where's my clock gone? Oh, it's back here. It's in like an hour. We got an hour to roadmap. I just wanted to get live and ready and make sure we're all good and prepared and whatnot. So we'll see how it goes. But it's going to be in an hour. Maybe we go to ED1. We'll do a few kills. I mean, like, I'm just going to insta-die here in a few of the kills because I'm reading chats a lot more today. The whole point of today's stream was kind of to talk to you guys about this. But Jeffrey, thank you very much, bro. What a legend. I need to death mark him as well. This is insanely slow. Oh, we're dead. No, we're not dead. Go, get up! Get up! We're fine. We're fine. We're fine, guys. We're fine. Holy shit. We'll try another one and see how it goes. How you doing, Chris? They could announce Enrage hard mode. I'd be down. I'd absolutely be down for that. Hell yeah. We got stuff, but you can have it. Best selling point ever. We got stuff, but you can't have it. I think that's what you meant to say. That's what they were saying. I think he was trying to calm people down. You know, when everyone was like raging big time, saying, oh, where's the roadmap? There's no content coming. I can't believe that you were focusing on temporary content instead. All this sort of stuff. And then that's not the way to do it. So like, it was definitely stuff coming. We just can't tell you. I think it's crazy. Is they'll be announcing the 4th conj anytime soon? Yeah, I don't know. It's something that every time we mention it, they just kind of dance around it, right? And say, well, what do you mean 4th conjure? Who talked about the 4th conjure? But like, it's definitely going to be one. But what will it be? There could be like loads more conjures, but we can have 4 active, right? Once we actually get 4. This is better this time. Thank you for ever gifted me a member. The last stream we had, there was like a ton of member gifts. So it could be. I mean, angel gifts a frick ton as well. But there's a ton of people that have been gifting lately. It's been super appreciated. Not supposed to be until it starts. It's 4 game time. So in like 55 minutes. So we'll be ready for it. I just wanted to give you guys time to get in. I talk about it and stuff and whatnot. Not this week. PayPal blocked me again, bro. How does it happen so often, man? It's crazy. Do you think the 4th conjure would even be? I guess it would probably be. It could be like they could make more than 4. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be. Oh, this is the 4th one and that's it. It could be that they make like another 10 conjures and you just pick between them which ones you want. I would love to be able to like pick different conjures and like maybe not even have the skeleton. You know, changes your playstyle altogether. but it could be something that maybe gives you more damage reduction. Maybe it stuns every now and again. Maybe it does nothing except like buff your other conjures. I don't know. I have no idea. Restore prayer points. You know, I don't know. I without the without it being OP as shit, I don't want to suggest things that are like, yeah, that's broken, you know. But everything I think of would make necromancy broken, because we already have DPS, healing, and AoE damage and poison and stuff, you know. Who knows? But I would love to be able to replace the zombie, because he's trash, man. I hate the zombie. I feel like I never use him. I'm sure he does more than I realize, but yeah. Right, we're gonna go do something else, because Raciel's not it right now. Question for everyone here: are multi-capes unlocked at the same time? Are multi-capes unlocked same time to the hype event, like max comp trim master cape? I am not too sure what you mean. I might be reading it really bad. But my bad. Crit increase conjure. It could be that. Yeah, it could be like crit rate increase, that sort of thing. Could be, or it could be like I don't know, what else do we even have? Could be like a stat boosting one. So like you get your overload, and then maybe you're gonna get like an extra plus stats on some other things too. Who knows? It could be so many things, but they could release loads. They could release loads of different ones. Let's go do ED ones. It's more chill and easy to read chat while we do that, for sure. There we go. Oh, there's a cooking update. What would you want from the cooking update? I feel like cooking's really hard to redo. People have been asking for it for ages, but the cooking skill is kind of exactly what you would expect from cooking. You can take raw food and you cook it, you know? Maybe they add like a little mini game, so when you're cooking it, you have to add the ingredients, and you gotta add a bit of salt, and you gotta mix it up, and if you leave it too long, it burns. But then I don't know if people will be happy about it being less AFK, you know? It's got the progress. Yes, we're not in a group, are we? No. But yeah, how the cooking has kept its roots. I think cooking is like one of the skills that make total sense, but like mining definitely needed a little bit of an update, because it just felt really crap to you to do. Like you just hit a rock and it disappeared. But I don't know. Make a live action 10-second clip of cooking steak every time. Yeah, they should make like super in-depth cutscenes, but it's not RuneScape. It's actually JMods, and every time you cook anything, it's a JMod cooking that thing that you've just cooked, and it just cuts to them and then goes back to your character until you cook the next one. That's what it should be, for sure. I've just used escape the wrong way. Nice. God damn it. The issue with reworking updating skills is that so many older skills are just so heavily tied into each other. 120. I actually want to see what this pulse is as well. Already up. Oh shit, I should have been souls. Hold on. No, I just wasted threads of fate. What an idiot. God damn it. Let me read this. 120 range about 120 fletching feels weird. 120 fletching with that. Yeah, you're right. Like, so when they reworked mining, they also reworked smithing as well, because it fits hand in hand, right? So, yeah. But whereas Init coming from, I just like found this channel a year ago. It's been hiding all along. I've been doing this for like 3 years now, I think. 3 years? 4 years? It might be longer. I don't know. Time flies though, man. Like, every now and again, I get a notification from YouTube, from Google, and they're like, it's your channel's birthday. It's been 2 years, 3 years, and I'm like, what? But yeah. But I'm glad you found the channel, of course. Mine used to be fishing, but more clicking. Right, this is kind of something I always say, and it's true. Whether you guys agree or not, you know, we'll see. Every skill in this game, or most like gathering and processing skills, are the same skills with different animations. Like, they're the same. You're just using different items and animations, but like, you just click and wait, you know? Wood cutting is fishing, fishing is mining, mining is like, what's the other one? Like fire making. It's all the same, you know? You're just clicking on something and waiting for the most part, but in a different location, and a different item comes out of the resource. It'd be kind of cool if they had like maybe some more interactive skilling things, and made it so that if you actively did more chores, you got more XP possibly. But it wasn't like click more. It was like take the ores to this person and then convert them into whatever, you know, like travel in places and whatnot. But we'll have to see. I don't think it's gonna be anything like that today announced. I think it'll just be like a quest or a boss, probably. Maybe something we haven't seen, but we'll have to see. That's what makes the combat update so hard, though. They would push melee range magic separately, or we get updated caps on 9 to 10 skills at once. Yeah, we'll have to see what they say, but I would like to see the 120 combats. And I genuinely, like, I agree with what you're saying. If you wanted 120 range and you need 120 fletching to be able to make the stuff, if you wanted 120 magic, then rune crafting, right? Maybe, but then it's Jagex, so I kind of don't think that they would do that. I think they'd just go, yeah, 120 magic's here, guys. We'll do fletching and rune crafting at some point, kind of thing. Let's go to bosses like also RuneScape Winter Tower. Yeah. I mean, they could do a lot of things. The game needs a lot of things. It could just be another big community hit list, guys. I don't want to be that guy, but low hopes are the highest. In fact, no, low hopes are way higher because we have 20% on meh. Doubt it'll be good. Which is, to be fair, that's like ultra low hopes, right? So 51%, 52% of you guys are sitting on like it being pretty bad. So hopefully you're wrong. I as someone who makes content as much as possible on the game, God, I hope it's not bad. But at the same time, also don't want to get my hopes up, you know, too much. When's the update? We've got like 50 minutes, no, like 45 minutes until we swap over to Twitch. It's at 4 game time, so we've got a little time before we move over. Shit, that's not the right prayer, is it? But I just wanted to get in a little bit early to be prepared. That was super close to being death. Very, very close. We've done nothing this kill. Absolutely nothing. I missed it in the air. I hope it's all good. I do hope there's good stuff in this very late year ahead stream, but kind of expecting it. Yeah, I think you're in the same boat as most people know. To be fair, I think most people are kind of like, it's probably nothing. Also, what do you guys think? Like, this is being announced before RuneFest. You think they're gonna be like that, just hold back stuff for RuneFest? Because they normally do announcements at RuneFest, right? If this stream is just them recapping on stuff we already know, like, okay, soon we're getting the matriarch boss, soon we're getting this and then this, like, you know, things that we already know about. If it's just that, why? It can't be, right? They wouldn't do that, surely. It can't be. I would surely hope not, but we'll see. Couldn't care less about RuneFest. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to RuneFest either, but at the same time, I would have thought that they would save content for it, you know, to announce. I'd rather that they just announce it all now, but it's interesting that as we get closer to RuneFest and they're announcing content. I've introduced a bit more variety in combat builds, maybe through new perks. Yeah, I would absolutely love, and I don't know why it seems like Jagex haven't figured this out. Maybe they have, and they just don't think it's viable. It could be a really bad idea, to be fair. Why not release like multiple tier 95 weapons of the same style, and all they do is just have different specs, and you just try and balance them so they do like similar damage, but they just offer different play styles, you know? Like, you don't have to, it's not all the same spec. It doesn't work off crits. It doesn't work, like, one of them works off crits, one of them doesn't, one of them works off of something else, and it just offers different playstyles, so that you see, like, if someone's maging, then you're like, you're using magic. What style of magic are you using? You know? That could be kind of cool. And like, just make it so that crossbows and bows have a bigger identity, maybe, this sort of thing. 45 minutes out, yeah. Like the also RuneScape content coming to RuneScape 3. So, what do you mean? What also RuneScape content is coming to RuneScape 3? What do you mean? I see a crowd control magic weapon could be a cool idea. Yeah, I don't think there's. The thing is, like, all that sort of idea is like cool because it like controls around those and it works. I don't think it fits into RuneScape though. They'd have to release a lot of content for it to fit. Because at the current content, like you're not gonna crowd control necks, you know? Like no one's crowd controlling necks or Telos. The way you kill Telos is just to stun him. I mean, that's kind of now, right? But like, they'll stun him the whole fight. I don't know. It's a bit weird. Like Zami, you just stun him, do a little bit of damage, and just stun him. I'm gonna die. Devotion, quick! Holy shit! Those specs wreck, man. Absolutely wreck. Oh. Apparently, Valmore was apparently coming. What is Valmore? Valamore, sorry. You know what I wish we had? I wish we had old school RuneScape style temporary game modes. I don't know why they don't do that. Like the Trailblazer and all that sort of stuff. They should definitely do that. Crafton might definitely feel like a Slayer type weapon. Yeah, maybe. But just different. Like they could just release easily. Well, not easily. I'm not saying like they could add in up to 5 of tier 95. Like you don't have to. If you release another weapon, why does it have to be tier 100? Why does it have to be tier 97? Why can't it just be another tier 95? It would still be exciting as long as it changes the feel of the combat style, and there's no power creep because you're just using the same thing, like the same tier of damage. You're just doing it differently. You know? Could be kind of cool. Add something that makes it so it's more interactive. If you cast spells, maybe something appears on the ground and you gotta like move to it to be able to get more damage or something, you know. Just things like this could be kind of cool. Using ranged, if you are actively moving, you build up more damage stacks or something, because ranged is supposed to move around and whatnot. It's different combats, like feels. It'd be really cool. Potion. Like a destination AoE spot you can step on. Yeah, something like that, you know? Like, the easiest one, I mean, obviously I've never really thought about it, but the easiest one would probably be the range. Like, if you're moving around like this and casting abilities or firing abilities with your crossbows or something, each tile that you step makes your next ability do more damage or something, or you know, like just adds up a little bit of crit chance or something, just to go with that whole ranger being mobile sort of thing, something like that. Well, yeah, with magic you could place like a rune on the floor, and if you lure the target into it, maybe it blows up and does some damage, stuff like that. But yeah, like balance it with what's currently in the game, you know. Don't make it stronger. Just make it the same. And if you want that playstyle, you have it. If you don't want it, then you don't do it. Just an option. I don't feel like we need more power creep or anything like that. We just need more options to keep the game fresh and fun. And also new content in terms of things to kill. Of course. I think they've always said the problem with just releasing tons of bosses is that the majority of players don't engage with all the bosses. Like, only a small percentage of players actually engage with new bosses, and so it's a hard sell to be like, oh, we need a new boss. Like, yeah, but Zami only had 5% of players, so do we really need a new boss? That sort of thing. Variety is key, not power creep. Yeah, that's what I reckon. We'll see what they say anyway. I have hopes. I must admit, in that poll, I was in the medium hopes bit, I think. But that could be because I just really want something to cover for the next few months. It's been pretty rough. Being like, hey guys, today in the patch notes we have nothing. You know, it's been a pretty common thing this year. Everyone was doing Warcraft and it was a flop. I don't think really I don't think many people at all really played Warcraft at all. Like it was shocking. Warcraft was terrible on the release. It definitely got better when they added a few things to it, but it could have been done better, I think, in my opinion. Play Guild War 2 or ESO? I used to play ESO. I've played Guild War 2 as well, but years ago. I do own it. I know it's free now, but it wasn't when I got it. What am I doing? Why am I not killing him? It's like letting him hit me. But yeah, it's been a while since I've played it. But I don't really want to start a new MMO. I kind of want to do like if I was gonna move away from like only doing RuneScape content, I would probably focus on like non-gaming stuff or whatever. I'm gonna die. Holy shit. There we go. What's up on my YouTube chat buddies? How you doing, Frey? Alright guys, we need to stop talking about Frey now. He's here. Just stop now. Shh. Just kidding, bro. How you doing? One of the things I've wanted for Age of 3 is group iron mode. I've seen a lot of people talking about that, saying they would love to see that. That could be cool. I would do that if it was in a group for sure. Come over to League of Legends. No, absolutely not. I've played League. I used to play it with friends when I was like back in like 2014, 2015-ish. It's trash. I play Dota 2 now. I literally hope they will announce more than one boss. I hope that it doesn't have to be bosses. Like, I play to PVM pretty much, right? It doesn't have to be bosses. It just needs to be something that is exciting. Maybe they're going to add. Like they're gonna reveal the Tectonic upgrade, the mage upgrade, possibly. Guys, go buy all the Tectonic. No, I'm kidding. Don't. Don't actually. But you know, it could happen. If it happens now, and I told you not to, it's not my fault. But I don't have any inside information to say. Third raid boss, 20-man fight. Look, and just to show you guys, I don't have any. I got my own little Tectonic stuff. I don't have any bulk. Okay, but maybe. Let's go. Let's go back to this. Sorry. What have I done? What have I missed? No, nothing. I didn't miss anything. The stream starts in 40 minutes. Not be announced, but would be great to see if they mentioned Hostilius. I wish I knew what that was. If it's lore. And text on his ult. No, Dylan. Why did you have to say that? Now I have to log into my ult. I don't. My ult's not even a member. Roadmap will be a roadmap for the roadmap reception. Yeah, maybe they're going to go on and say, hey guys, here's the roadmap. The roadmap is going to lead to this roadmap next week. So tune in next week. Catch you guys later. Yeah. There was a boss in Infernus where you would fight from the inside out. That sounds pretty epic. How did I not hear about that? Maybe they're bringing back the player model rework to please people, you know, because everyone's like super mad. Maybe they're gonna bring back the player model rework. Like, guys, we've took it off the shelf. We're gonna do it. I don't think they will. That's a huge project, right? They can't believe it's not gonna happen. Because they'd have to rework all the overrides in the game too. Is that why it got shelved? I think it was, right? So like, nope, that's too much. Versus Skull Caves coming back. 500 words. Kinda hope so, but fresh Star Worlds? Is that what they're going to announce? Fresh Star Worlds 2.0? I don't know, man. I hope not. If they do, I hope it's like a temporary game mode that's good and not Fresh Star Worlds. I'd be down for that. That'd be fine. That'll be all good. I don't have my Grimoire on. Probably sort that. Okay. Why don't I have Death Schools? What the hell? This is gonna... That's unfortunate. Super unfortunate. Did I also not use Split Soul for that? I screwed up. Big time. Big mistakes, guys. Lots of mistakes. It's fine, but like... Oops. No, don't use... Just keep the mistakes coming. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Can we get it still? We should be able... We'll get this one, and then we'll be fine for the next one if we get this one. Now we just chill a little bit, work on this. Hey, now I love Fresh World. No, yeah, no, I think Fresh World was fine, but I think it could have been done better. Like, the idea is a really good idea, but I feel like it could have been done a lot better. And it was mostly for, like, current players, from what I could tell. Like, I don't know how many people actually started new in Fresh Worlds. They didn't do a ton of marketing from what we could find when we were looking for it. 7 scales down. That's not ideal, is it? But yeah, I feel like Fresh Start Worlds, the idea was good. The idea was great. It was there. But the way it was done wasn't the best. Alright, so until stream, we have 35 minutes until stream starts. About 30 minutes, we'll swap over to Twitch. I'd like to see major skilling updates, something that uses all the resources we get from PVM, like hides and herbs. Yeah, that could be a good idea for sure. Magic buff, yeah, we were just saying that. Hopefully they announce huge magic buffs. Guys, here's the tier 95 dual wield weapons. They are coming. You'll get them tomorrow. That'd be nice. Hero Pass 2.0. Right. I keep seeing this. It's not gonna happen, guys. This is even Jagex cannot like make that mistake twice. Surely not. It can't happen. It's not gonna happen. Not twice, man. Not twice. Darkscape, please. I'd play Darkscape, bro. I would love Darkscape. The content on it would be great. I would be dead every time, but it would still be good. It would be so good. This is the thing. In terms of content creation, that sort of like temporary gamers like that, it's just great. It's just there. I would love it. Of course they can. No, they can't. They're not gonna do it. There's no way they can think, yeah, well, we didn't get Hero Pass through now this time, so let's just announce it again, and surely this time they'll be okay with it, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe they are gonna release announce a full-blown only cosmetic version, and then people would be okay with it. Probably, I think. If they announce it and they're like, okay, this is cosmetic only. There is no anything but cosmetics. That's all it is, cosmetics. Then it would be. I'd be like, whatever. But I'd also be a bit gutted if they chose to announce that on a roadmap. I think they can't make the same mistake twice. No, they can make the same mistake 100,000 times, and they do. But they can't make the Hero Pass mistake twice. There's no way they're gonna make that mistake twice. Oh, what? How did he not die? Well, all of his friends died, but he didn't die. That's a bit unfair, really, if you think about it. So you want a refund? My damage. Refund. New prediction for the roadmap. RuneScape NFTs. Oh no. If they launch RuneScape NFTs, I think we may be off to old school at that point, bro. I don't know. That's not gonna happen. No way. Lightscape? What would Lightscape be? Oh, they will. No, they won't. They can't, man. It can't happen. I'm in denial about that. There's no way. I mean, if anyone's gonna make that same really bad mistake twice. Maybe tick removal. I don't think that could happen. Too much of the game is built around ticks. The game ticks. Roadmap. We will remove passcode from bonds in December. They should remove that, bro. The bond passcode thing is such a bad idea. Hate it. It's so annoying, man. Alright, treasure hunter. Let's do this. Ah, it's this stupid one, isn't it? What do you want? Let's just get the huge one. Cool. Did I do my challenge as well? Claim. This one. Nice. We got a follow on Twitch. Thank you. If you're here as well. Appreciate it. Oh, that's a lot of XP. Holy shit. 174k XP. That's crazy. Okay. Oh, we did. Oh, the poll's still there on Streamlabs. Why? It's not here now, is it? No. Okay. Right, let's go back to 81. Because next only would probably have less in engagement than Yak Track. I don't know. They might redo Yak Track. You're right. They might. I mean, when I say cosmetics only, I like XP lamps and stuff as well. People don't care about XP lamps anymore. It was the content buffs and the amount of time it took was the problem. But if they like re-released it with all the problems that people voiced their concerns about and actually re-released it properly, then they'd probably get past it. But I don't think it's gonna be that either. I don't think so. Fourth conjure when? Yeah, a lot of people are asking that, but I don't know. Maybe fourth conjure is gonna come with the Rex Matriarch. Maybe. Probably not. Maybe. The shop where you buy XP with real money. No, I mean, that's the treasure hunter. It's just that you have to gamble for the XP, you know? We have that, but it's a casino. You don't have to be 18, you only have to be 13. Actually, I don't know. Do you have... Is the game age 13, but you have to be 18 to buy keys? Probably, right? 18 or with a parent, or just assume what that is. When I die... Oh, good. Ours is rated... Is it rated 16 now? Did they actually change it? Fairs. Good. They needed to. I think 16 is still too low. It should be 18, but, you know. 16 doesn't really get them off the hook, does it? It definitely doesn't. It definitely doesn't get them off the hook at all. Because it's so much gambling. Hero Pass failed for the boss. Where was announced taking away daily charges and stuff. Yeah, the fact that they lost that completely from the way they announced it at the beginning. People wouldn't have liked the buffs anyway, but the fact that they announced it as a major content update was the big mistake, I think. If they just said, guys, we're adding this, and then just told us straight from the start, actually may have got away with that too. There would have been an uproar, but not as much. Probably. Got Jazzbook now? No, you're silly. Got Jazzbook. What do you mean? By hell. No way. We might not actually get through this dungeon. We should get through this dungeon before the thing. We'll see. The first one took like 25 minutes, which is pretty bad. We'll get Jazzbook one day. Don't know what combat 120 skill K perks would be. Defense would be definitely be an interesting one, like a free barricade. Maybe on death you get a barricade instead of Sign of Life. That could be. Would that be better than Sign of Life? It would, right? If that would. When you die, you trigger a barricade effect. That would probably be better than Sign of Life, right? I can only imagine. Oh man, they got so much flame during the announcement of Hero Pass. They were so oblivious, didn't even react to it. Yeah, they it was a rough one. But they also, why out of charges? It's still broken, uncharged. Oh no, teleport quick! We're out of charge, man. Yeah, they handled Hero Pass a bit strange. But they spent so long on it that they probably wanted to play. We really need to make this work. Divine charge. We don't have any. God damn. Remember that new undead boss dropping? Get those undead slayer codexes and salve amulets? Yeah, definitely. Definitely grab those if you haven't already. Divine charge. Limit. 100 mil? Holy shit. Like 150 then. That's just not cheap at all. Now we have, is it how many hours? Check. 12 hours, that'll do. That'll do. How do you make divine charges? Is it an item sync for a few things? Or is it just divination stuff? Like I know it's invention parts too, but like actual items that you add to it? Is it just like energy from divination? Div stuff an empty charge pack. Okay. "20 simple parts of divination energy." Yeah. Okay. So it's to keep divination relevant. Because I know that invention was such a good addition, bro. The addition of invention to the game was so smart, man. The gold sync aspect of it. Genius. The RNG aspect of it, terrible. The fact that we have to re-roll perks every time we have new gear, terrible. But then I guess that keeps the gold sync coming. People rolling and failing is kind of where the gold sync goes. Or the item sync, should I say. I make money selling them. Yeah, I think a lot of people do AFK div charging, right? It's pretty good. Or making divine energies. Divine charges. Invention was a mess when it first came out. I took a break, I think, when Invention... Like, I think I wasn't playing the game when Invention came out. Because when I came back, it was in the game, and people were like, oh, you have to play, you have to do Invention. And when I came back, it was pretty much the same as it is now. Except for the Ancient Invention. We didn't have that. We just had the other stuffs. But it seemed pretty much the same. What level does Invention go to? It's 120. It goes to 140, right? Yeah, it goes to 140, but I think it's 120 for your stuff. It's virtually to 140, yeah. Virtually 140. Which is weird. Does Necromancy go virtually to 140 as well? Is it it's 150? Does Necro go there or not? No? Why does Invention virtually go to 1? Why? Is there a reason? Or is it just they just felt like doing it that day? Elite skill? Is archaeology not an elite skill? Master skill. Is it just Invention then? Yeah. Different XP rates? Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Different experience algorithm. Ah, I see. To be fair, yeah, Invention was quite quick. This idea got kind of scrapped. Yeah, I was about to say, because they've not done it since. So, must have been a test and then went, nah, there's no point. Maybe. Scythe, please. Lovely. Maybe second elite skill will be on the roadmap. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they will do it again. Surely if they did it with Invention and they're like, yeah, this is a good idea, they would have then done it with archaeology. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, no, because it's because no, you have to have other skills to use Invention, right? You have to like 80 and a few others. I don't know. Rational hard mode, 295, 200 drop? Maybe. You didn't they say that they're not making a two-hander for Necromancy? Or did they not say that? For some reason, I had a feeling they said that they weren't making it a two-hander for Necromancy. Obviously, I could be wrong. Oh, we're only on Masuta, aren't we? I'm like, not rushing this at all. Did I have any plans and probably won't? Yeah, that's what I thought. 295 Necro tank armor. I don't think surely they're not gonna announce Necro stuff, right? Surely it's just content in general and not just Necro. Like, I hope it's like we have this that all combat styles can do and not like, oh, we have this that Necromancy can do. That would be ideal for me. Even though I use Necromancy and like it wouldn't make a difference that I can do it or not, but I think people overall would probably prefer a range of content rather than just buff Necro. 85 would be cool. It definitely would. Man, maybe we just got spoiled with the Elder God Wars God Wars release, because that was a huge release, man. We had all the new bosses, we had the quests, we had like passive Ring of Vigor, we had new armor sets, new weapon sets, everything. Maybe that's what they're announcing. Another big year like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Tell you all a few small things to shut up players of RuneFest. I kind of agree. Yeah, I kind of agree. I was just saying before, you know, like I think they're gonna save stuff for RuneFest. So I kind of think it could very well be just something like, this is what we're gonna tell, and then on RuneFest we'll have more. Maybe RuneFest is gonna be on the roadmap. Like, it's gonna say RuneFest big content announcement. Could be, and if it is, but again, they must know that's gonna go down super bad. Like, if that's what they do, it's gonna go down super bad. But yeah, I hope they announce new MTX RuneFest, bro. There'd be a riot. I don't know, man. I don't know. It will be that? Yeah, maybe. We'll have to see what happens. Necromancy dungeon like God was 1. For just necromancy. I don't like this idea of locking things in just necromancy. Like, it was fine for Raziel, fine for Hermod and whatnot, but I think now they need to move away from necromancy only content. Obviously, the new boss, the Rex, makes total sense because we have one that's locked to range, magic, and melee as well. But I think overall, locking stuff to just necro is probably a bad shout for the game. Either we're thinking they might. Yeah, I mean, they might do it. Totally fair. And we have 20 minutes. Okay. Raziel this time is hard. I'd say Raziel's hard, bro. Raziel's a hard fight for most players. For sure. Lock more to mage and melee. What about range? You just don't like range. I guess. I can get on board with that though. I've kind of shifted from melee being the worst to now range being the worst. Screw that. Raziel is no beginner boss. Yeah, Raziel's not easy for sure. Imagine they released Necro Ring from Matriarchs, which is made from Zorgoth Ring. I think that's what it's going to be. And you can't trade it in Matriarch Day content. No, so they'll probably make it so you can get they do hearts, right, from their Matriarchs. So I think the Matriarch will release an upgrade for the ring, because they already said it can be upgraded in the future. And I think that it will be a tradable upgrade heart, but obviously you can't trade the ring. But the heart will be tradable. I think that's what will happen. But it doesn't have a heart, so it'll be like a bone or something. It'll be like some bone marrow or something, something weird like that. Maybe that's a weird thing to consider. And I also think the RuneScape April Fool's joke they've done would be a great mode. The the bench sitting. I think bench sitting skills are a good idea. As well as I already read that one. Okay, MTX has got so out of hand. Genshin Impact got your wish. MTX seems less predatory. I don't know about that. I don't think we're quite there. We're probably not far off, but at least we don't have to like get our gear from Treasure Hunter. That would kind of be the same, right? Our unlocks, in-game unlocks are from Treasure Hunter would be where they're at, right? I'm pretty sure. I don't play, but I've like got tiny bits of idea of how far along they are. 297 gear from Treasure Hunter only. I hear that 297 gear is going to be rent only. So you have to pay like extra $5 a month to be able to use it. No, I'm kidding. I've not heard that in this at all. But can you imagine? Absolutely imagine that. We need Brent sitting back for 120. That's what it'll be. Guys, we've already built this skill, so we're just going to add it back to the game. The range of backs and these Rennick. Back from the bolts. The old crossbow days. Man, I used range then, but I've not used it since. Let's use the skeleton one more time before we resummon. Is that Grimoire on? No. Alright, up we go. Attack! Don't you dare. Holy crap. That was a little bit close. Go. That was very close. What's this? I didn't death mark again. I always forget the death mark, man. It actually costs me a little bit of time, that. Oh no, I just used... No! We'll still get this one, but we've screwed up the full one cycle again. I didn't use a Dren pot. God damn it. Death mark. Let's extend it. Might as well put bloat on as well, actually. Makes sense. Alright, here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Hopefully we're going to get something good, right? Surely. 8, man. We have had below the average so much lately. But it's kind of okay. What do you use the auto attack? Do you use the auto attack manually for necromancy? I do, yeah. It doesn't fire off on its own. I disabled it. It felt weird. I know it doesn't really make sense to turn it off, but holy crap, that's bigger than it used to be. It's good, but it was a little bit surprising. Where's it at? This one? Automatic trigger basic attack. Yeah, I turned it off. Abilities that require a subscription to use. Imagine. Yeah, see that would be like Genshin level, right? Okay, let's turn this off. Grim, turn off, please. Thank you. We'll go grab our stuff. And then we'll sell it off. We're nearly there, guys. It's 15 minutes. Less than 15 minutes. Less than 15 minutes to go. Convert. Do a full run in high contrast mode? No. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. That's the first time I've enabled it, actually. You guys, ever seen that? I heard that song. It's like I'm Blue. This is what Jagex were thinking. Some might even say 14 minutes. Yeah, some might even say like 17 minutes and 10 seconds or something. you know, it's all personal preference at that point. What do we do now? Do we just go back to mining and run some polls, maybe? Let's go do that. Wait, no. Hold on. There's something we can do. We can do our daily challenge. No, we've done those. We can do. We can do divine patience. Are they adamants? What? No. Do these. If you guys are at World 36 and you wanna get some rocks, come get some rocks. It'll help me. Maybe they're updating clans, but I hope they are, but I don't think so. I don't think they will. Because I've heard that apparently the clan coding is an absolute disaster. So I don't know if anyone wants to touch that. They'll be there for like 10 years. Do a King Black Dragon kill, please. Okay, we'll do this, and then we'll go do a King Black Dragon kill. I'm trying to lure me to the wilderness. This is what's happening here, John. This is the lure. Do I have to be careful? Oh, Fizzwax. Wait, I didn't extend. Do a farm run? Gross. What do you mean? No. Hold on. Extend your divine location. Go. Okay, keep going. No, I don't want to do a farm run. Thank you though for the reminder. So it needs a rework. Yeah. There's a lot of things with clan. The whole clan system needs rework. To be fair. Farm is easily best skill in RuneScape. You think so? You think? It's a good skill. It's fine, but yeah. Give money to legit free-to-play players. What's that? Is this? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? You trying to say that I don't give it to legit free-to-play players? What are you trying to say here? What are you implying? And how much time is the concert? It's in 10 minutes. I'm gonna quickly do this stuff, and then oh, it's a bit closer, I think. Cool. Thanks to the people who got me 2 ores. Appreciate it. Open the tokens. What else can we do? What other daily stuff should I be doing? I actually don't know. Is that it? That's pretty much it. That's all I normally do. Is it out yet? We are gonna watch it very soon. We're watching it very soon. King Black Dragon. You said King Black Dragon, didn't you? Let's go do one King Black Dragon kill. Where's it at? Okay. You want me to do a King Black Dragon? Why? Why am I doing? I'll do it. But why? I'm curious. How long is the live stream supposed to be? I don't know. Right. Ideally, the live stream is long because then there's more content. But The King Blood Dragon event. No, are you sure? They said just do a King Blood Dragon kill. Where's that? King Blood Dragon. John, do a King Blood Dragon kill. Yeah, no, just do a King Blood Dragon kill, right? They just wanted the King Blood Dragon kill. We'll do it. Instanced. Free. John, did you mean the event? Or did you just mean a kill? Pretty sure you just meant a kill, right? Just one kill. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're on the same page. Everybody else is wrong. Don't worry about it. Everybody else is... Everybody else is too correct, actually. You're aware that the event's on soon. So, you were like, yeah, pay more attention. There you go. We got a large bladed rune salvage. Okay. KBD event is in 10 minutes. I've never done the KBD event. I'm not doing that though because the stream's in 10 minutes. I'm not missing the stream so that we can do the KBD event. Money made, I'd say so. More profitable than most of my streams. We actually had to drop a blubber jellyfish to get that. It's worth it. Like, you can AFK KBD in the background. I'll die. I'll let my potion run out and then I'll die. I'll do some mining in the background maybe. Do one mole kill. And we do one more dragon. Why did I not make it fast respawn? This feels like the good old days when I used to do KBD all day. Or all night, should I say. So that's cool. And if you want tonight's streaming, you should definitely host it. I'm probably not going to be live again after the thing. I'm going to watch the... Where's the bone? Oh, bone crusher. I'm going to watch the thing, make a video on it if there's anything to make a video on. And then I'll probably be live again tomorrow. We'll do the bond giveaway tomorrow. Combat now is balanced relative to each other. Don't see a need for 120s, although 120s in prayer will be cool. It's true. They could be kind of cool. And you have a good point. Combat is balanced, so maybe they won't go to 120. Bye, King Blood Dragon. Give me the pet. Give me the pet. Give me the pet. Doesn't look like a pet, bro. I got 100 silver stone spirits, though. That's good. Any predictions for roadmap? No, actually. I wish I had some so I could say it's probably going to be this, but I don't have any. I actually have no idea. Unless it's just going to be a couple of things that we already know about and they're just putting it into a roadmap until RuneFest, and then on the roadmap it has RuneFest and it says RuneFest, big content announcement. Maybe. Unless there's like a new board game or something as well. I don't know. I'm a little bit hopeful though. The little jokes are just jokes. I am pretty excited and look. Hopefully there's something good. What was I just coming here for? You want me to do a mole kill, didn't you? We'll do one mole kill, okay? One mole, guys. Was Giant Mole after KBD? Holy shit! I didn't even know. It's done. I don't know if I'll be able to get this mole kill done in time for the stream. I have to top out. All the MTX is what you mentioned. Yeah, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. It's just fine. Showing event coming soon. Yes, we have like 7 minutes, so I will do the mole and then we'll open up Twitch and we'll just chill and watch Twitch. We'll go and wait. Man, this was such a terrible boss. Come on, Mole, you can do it. No, he can't. No, he can't. What do you mean? Oh, I could have death marked him and he would have died, right? You can save a phase, maybe? Will he just insta-die him? It doesn't kill him, he's immune! Oh no, he's dead. Okay, let's see. New record because of Necromancy. Necromancy is clearly broken. Needs to get nerfed. How many coins did we get? 27k. This is better than King Blood Dragon. Numbing roots are kind of profitable, man. They are 10k each? What? 10k each for a numbing route? Do they sell? They do. What? How much? 30k each? Oh, giant mole making a comeback. Okay, let me go to Twitch. Let me just make sure, like, this one. One sec. And there we go. Should be good, yeah? Yeah, we're good. Now we wait. I mean, there's 5 minutes yet. We might as well do something in game, right? It's ready though. I just want to check it was ready and working. What do we do now? What do we do, guys? What do we do? What do we do? I know what we do. Go. We go here. Yeah. Go here. And then go over here. And we drop 10 mil here. Now. See if anyone comes and gets it. We're gonna see if anyone comes. What world? I don't know, man. Oh, is that Angel? Is Angel gonna get it? Someone else better get here quick. I'm wondering who knows what world I'm on. World 36, guys. World 36. I think you have like a minute until it shows up, right? It's a trap. Yeah, I'm gonna telekinetic grab it in just a second. We're just gonna take it back and be like, ha, I lured you all here. It's actually only 10k. It's I've had it switched out. It's a magic trick. Luring. Yeah, we're in Canvas though, so don't worry, it's fine. I'm just damn. Lost a channel member as well. Init PK people in the kind of, yeah. It's gone! Who got it? Who got it? Angel dropped 20 mil somewhere? Why'd you always have to 1-up me, bro? Or 10-up me even? It's a little mean. Just a little mean. Dropping something. Phrase dropping something as well. Holy hell. Angel is Giga. What have we got here? 1 mil for my troubles. So this is a smart person right here. This is a smart person. They only had 1 mil for people's troubles, unfortunately. I can't give out any more troubles money. You'll have faith in this? I don't know. But, you know. First person to trade gets 10 mil. I can't find you. I'm not getting 10 mil. Damn. I swear if Capac doesn't drop me a stat piece today, I'm quitting. No, surely he'll drop you. Don't log out. And then it still counts as today on the RuneScape system. That's how that works. RuneScape is streaming RuneScape? That's crazy. No way. Okay, what is this? Is this going to be the best part of the roadmap, guys? Imagine. Holy shit. Can I? Yeah, there we go. Volume and shit. Let's do that. How's the volume? Damn, we can't. Oh, we can check. Wait. We can. No, we can't. I don't know how to use Twitch, man. Hopefully it's okay. It's muted. That's what it is. It's muted, actually. Now it's unmuted. Let me get rid of my music. It's already gone. Yeah, it's gone. Cool. Hopefully you have the thing. You can hear it? Good. Right. I'm dead. Deaf. Oh, damn. Mad Max Fury mode. Oh, wait. Is it too loud? Am I tripping or is the sound off from the thing? Like, does it sound weird? Why is the music warping? Yeah. Are they announcing something big? It was warping for sure. Maybe it's an actual thing. Maybe it was intended. Hopefully audio is good. Can you guys can hear the music, right? It should be set to how we had it last stream. So it should be right. What's in your tea? What do you mean? I don't have tea. My tea? I drink coffee anyway, Michael. The song sounds fine. Okay, good. About to beat your last record. Keep up the support. What is this? Did I donate by accident or something? I have no idea how Twitch works. Crazy, right? It's not tea, it's tea. What do you mean? ABBA was a joke relating to you hearing things. This one's gone over my head for sure, guys. Holy shit. Over my head for sure. Fairs. It's the comp cape. You have to reset your account over and over again. If they had like a prestige system and they said, guys, if you max and then click a button, it resets you. You lose everything. But on your prestige, you'll get a button that says how much GP you had, how much XP you had, and that you maxed and all that. And then when you remax, you got a different color cape. Would you do it? How many of you would do it? I'm sure a lot of you would probably do it. It's not tea, it's tea. You know what I mean? Beer. But I don't get that at all. I'll be honest. I would, yes, no, hell no, no. A lot of people would do it just for like a different style cape. A lot of people would do it. You don't have to do it. You don't have to quit immediately. You don't have to do it. But a lot of people would do it for sure. I would do it if you get to keep items. Okay. 23 years to get a max cape. Yeah, fair enough. Which to me would be tempted. Yeah, like if you're fully done, you'd be like, maybe. They proposed it. Did they actually? When? That's a terrible idea. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it because I'd be stuck without me else making content.
Hello everyone,
okay,
and
starting.
welcome to the RuneScape Rest of Year.
Let me know about volume.
Reveal for 2024.
Yep, the time is finally here. We are in.
Is it good? Can you hear it?
Mod Hooli has come a
And
very,
live.
very long way. We are live. We are live in the studio, ready to drop a bunch of content.
Turn it up.
Your
Bit louder. Okay.
So,
okay.
thank you so much for rocking up to the stream, interrupting your
We good now?
KBD Flash event and whatever skilling you were doing. I saw you in the chat. It's so lovely to have you here.
Louder?
Yeah,
Too low?
it definitely is.
Is it good now?
We know this has been a few months of time with no real longer view ahead. We know that's something you've really wanted to see, and so we're not going to mess around today. This isn't a Summit style stream. This is more of us getting on camera, wanting to be out there in front of all of you, and answer your desires for a roadmap in person, or as in person as we can get, at least from this point.
I'm going to go with the perfect.
We're going to spend a quick 5 to 10 minutes providing a bit of context on what's coming up, and then we're going to get right into it. We're talking full roadmap reveal, all in one, within the first 15 minutes of the show. Then we're going to get into a discussion to provide some more details on what to expect from the content we announce. So we don't want to keep you waiting any longer than we have to.
I'm devastated because the say roadmap one more time Doomgun meme is dead in like 10 minutes, and it's parting is such sweet sorrow. I'm going to miss that meme so much.
It is, I know.
You guys get the roadmap, so
The death of a meme. The death of a very good meme. But seriously, Scapers, your patience has meant a lot to us, and we're really grateful for you joining us here today. So with that said, we said we want to make this quick, so let's get into it.
Yeah, go.
We have a little someone to introduce you to first. We're going to open with a new guest. We're going to say a quick hello to Mod Marcus. Mod Marcus, hello. Okay. Do you want to give us a little introduction?
Hello,
who are you?
Hello there. Yeah, so I'm Mod Marcos. So for the last couple of years, I've been the executive producer on Old School RuneScape, and recently I've begun working on RuneScape 2.
3.
Fantastic. So the immediate question is,
RuneScape 3.
What are you up to here on RuneScape? What does you being here mean?
Or does he mean like a new RuneScape game?
Recently I've been working with the team, so in particular with a focus on the general mission to try and make RuneScape a lot more player-centric in how we develop content.
Meant to.
It's just something the team's been working on in quite a meaningful way over recent times in the last year or so.
Good start.
And one of the other goals of me working with the team is to try and bring over some of the best practices from Old School to RuneScape where that's kind of appropriate. And today's kind of the start of that really. So Old School over the last couple of years, we've been trying to make an effort to have quite quite a degree of transparency around like upcoming roadmaps. We've been talking to players like 6 months or so in advance about what's coming to the game. And we want to do something similar here to what Old School's been doing over during the summits we do twice a year.
Fantastic. Well, so that really means that we can look forward to some pretty decent visibility. So what can we expect in terms of announcements? How far ahead are we looking to give players visibility into our content plans?
Yeah, so the announcements the team will be talking about today will be going through to the end of 2024. And apart from some smaller updates, which will be more like quality of life improvements or more opportunistic things, this will be pretty much everything we're releasing for the rest of the year.
Quality of life
for the rest of the year? In September, we'll be looking to make, as part of our keynote, we'll be announcing like the key beats for 2025. And then it's also, after that, we'll be looking to move towards something, again, more similar potentially to Old School, where there's like a summit type format where we'll be doing roadmap reveals on a more regular basis. So a couple of times a year, I would imagine. We're still exactly finalising how that's going to work.
I mean, that's good for 2025.
And then also, it's probably also worth highlighting that after this live stream, we'll be sending out the RuneScape survey, which will be similar to what we've been doing of Old School for quite a few years now. And that's a kind of like long form survey, which allows players to give detailed feedback on firstly what they think of the roadmap we're revealing today, but also kind of future updates. And that will allow us to work with the team and figure out like what the most popular updates will be in the future that the players are most excited about.
Yeah, really exciting, and especially to hear things like summits.
I think he said we're getting
something we're looking forward to. We'll have more on that survey and some other opportunities to add your voice to our content development to detail later in the show, so stick around for that.
Quality of life stuff for the rest of the year.
Speaking of which, kind of what can players expect from us this year in terms of how we'll operate? What does this all player influence development stuff actually mean?
Well, yeah, good question. So again, it'll be similar to Old School. We'll be taking pieces of the process that work well with Old School in terms of particularly around like player consultation as being part more of the development pipeline. So this would be when we're looking at potential updates and ideas we're talking to the community about it earlier on. And we're also looking to make sure there's much more regular dialogue with the players in terms of more regular blogs, hopefully be able to do more live streams and things as well. And then, so it's not just roadmaps, it should be the general, like, the level of discussion with the players and the frequency of interaction stuff should increase. Just to be clear though, because I've seen some chatter about this on Reddit and stuff previously, we won't be taking the polling system from Old School. That's an Old School unique thing really. But we will be much more using things like Discord discussions, blogging, and the survey that I've just mentioned earlier as part of informing our decision making, so it's much better aligned with kind of what players want from the roadmap and things.
The Gemos have said they don't like the polling system in Old School, right? Because it restricts what you can add.
I think it's fair to say that when we've spoken to players, a lot of the feedback has been around the fact that we've provided much less forward visibility on our content plans and things have felt a little bit more sporadic. And we've really heard that from the players. And so we want to make sure that that's something we're putting a lot more focus and attention on. Is that right? Yeah,
that's correct. So what we're ultimately looking to do is move the game towards just a much more regular release of cadence of content. So you'd be looking at a meaningful piece of content going into the game each month, and that would be, when we say meaningful, that means like a permanent piece of content rather than something ephemeral like a temporary event or something. So generally we'd be looking to make sure there's something meaningful going into the update each month, and then during the other weeks we'll be looking at smaller, more opportunistic updates to make sure that there's just a much more regular beat in terms of like meaningful updates going to the players. And then we're also looking at trying to find ways to bring more of like the community hit list improvements and things into the roadmap on a regular basis as well. So again, that'll be working closely with the community and CM and so on to kind of deliver that.
Look, I think all really good stuff. We want to get to the roadmap. We've got a
content-hungry
audience
so
out there, but I think
in chat.
The direction sounds good.
However, I think there is one really important question to ask you. You know, we've seen this real fear out there that, you know, this is a game 23 years into life that we all deeply love, and there's this fear that, is it being wound down? Are we going some sort of maintenance mode towards kind of a less content-driven eventual death, maybe even? Can you assure players that that's not RuneScape's current trajectory? Because I think it's really important to the audience at home.
Yeah, so I can categorically say RuneScape is not in maintenance mode. Like, it's extremely
We're
important.
not shutting down, guys.
Me, the team, Jagex as a whole. And I hope you'll feel that from the roadmap we're sharing today, that there's a lot of life in the game and that we've got a lot of ideas around where it can go and like really cool updates that all the players will enjoy and things. And from a personal perspective, I've worked at Jagex for like many years now. So I joined way back in the day in like the early Jurassic era. And I think that it was, and I worked many, many years ago on RuneScape, worked from RuneScape for a number of years and then went on to some other projects before going back to Old School, and now I'm obviously back on RuneScape. And from my personal perspective, the game means a lot to me. Like, I've spent a lot of my life working in it. It's quite close to my heart, and I want to see it kind of thriving and successful, obviously, for many, many years. And I'm ambitious for the game in the same way as I was when I began working on Old School a few years ago. Like, I want to see it be really successful and grow over a number of years. And
okay, let's see that. Let's see the actual thing.
We want to be, obviously, as always, with the RuneScape.
As long as they stick to what they're saying,
and being really close to what the community wants and what the community needs,
stuff,
and making
good.
sure we're kind of embodying that spirit as well as possible.
But we still need to see what's actually coming.
And obviously, over a lot of the time this year has been essentially like getting ourselves ready to kind of like reshape exactly how we're working, and then kind of like
for sure.
Getting to this point where we can kind of like public-facing kind of release of the roadmap, and hopefully all the players really like it.
Yeah, and I know you're a big believer in action and not words, and obviously we're talking to you today to about our intentions, but very much, hopefully the roadmap will be a first showing in that regard, and we'll keep going. I'm sure a lot of players out there, at the very least, are very happy to hear that. So Marcus, thanks so much for taking time to be here at the open of the show. Really appreciate you joining us. For anyone who would like a deeper insight and would like to kind of keep this conversation going, we'll be sitting down on a Discord stage, Marcos and I, on Friday, to dive into all those details a bit more. So we didn't want to kind of get in the way of getting the content roadmap out to you too late into the show, but it will be a conversation we'd love to continue with you on Friday if you're interested.
Roadmap, go.
Okay. Huli is officially the CEO of Yap. He can talk. I'm not going to finish that analogy. He can talk. Let's get to the roadmap already. Chat is going crazy.
It sounds like a plan, yeah. I mean, production. So let's start with what we've already announced.
A little bit as a treat.
Let's start with a couple pillars. So here we go. No more yapping.
Oh, we're actually doing this. Okay, I'm going to go over what you know as quickly as I can here. We're going to be really quick with this.
We know there's two things already.
The fourth Matriarch is dropping on May 28th. That's a Tuesday because there's a bank holiday. I'm very sorry. Osseous comes with a very small quest where you uncover her lair. Then it's down to fighting a new mid-level boss with your newly acquired necromancy powers. It looks awesome. Then in June, we're also dropping the Demonheim archaeology site, which is 2 new locations in which you'll uncover a bunch of artifacts.
Wow, 2 things. There'll be more.
Even get
click
a
a button.
new
There'll be more.
relic power. And then, of course, the other bits that you know already. We've got the beach coming up instead of a brand new summer event. We spoke about this before, and we've got some extra stuff for Pride. But now, let's get on to the bits you don't know.
Yes,
let's
please.
show some new stuff.
New boss dungeon.
Wow, we got the first pillar coming up straight away. So we got some really exciting stuff to come this summer. Our new boss dungeon, the Sanctum of Rebirth, is a spin on an elite dungeon where you'll take on 3 unique bosses across both normal and hard difficulties. What is that spin?
All right.
Instead of traversing through areas packed with mobs to get to the boss fights, you'll go straight from boss fight to boss fight. This is pure bossing, front to back.
That's cool.
Expect new tier 95 weapons. Maybe something beyond that too. Also on that front, we've also got new skilling content on the way for mining and smithing. Now, we know skillers have been asking us for more reasons to use existing skills, so we're putting a concerted effort into more regular releases for our skills.
Really good.
In our mining and smithing release, we'll release new ores to mine, new bars to create, new armor and equipment to craft, and yes, even something that I was going to say right now, but I'm going to say for the devs later on. Stay tuned for our chat afterwards, where we'll go more into our plans and our intentions to gather player feedback on ways we could add this content to the existing skills.
Full spirit, guys.
Separate to those releases, people in chat are already talking about it. You're getting ahead of me. How dare you? We're also prioritizing 2 updates we know you've been asking for a very long time. Yes, the City of is getting area task. We are completing the area task set for the City of and delivering that 4th conjured spirit that you've been asking for. 106 Necromancy's mysterious entry is finally getting filled, and you're going to get your 4th conjure. Rejoice!
You know what? Take the next one.
Oh, if you insist.
You take the next one.
New skilling boss as well.
This autumn, we'll be releasing our 2nd ever skilling boss into RuneScape. This skilling boss will be tied into the narrative that we establish within the Sanctum of Rebirth. We're still in the early stages of development this one, but we are so excited and have plenty of plans to discuss how we're going to approach this skilling boss with you, the community, especially when it comes to our reward system. We cannot wait to chat to you about this one.
Just to jump in as well, we've got RuneFest on there. It's not content, but it's RuneFest. Could not mention it on the roadmap, could we? So,
absolutely.
Big shout out to RuneFest.
We're back on the content train. We've also got a new story quest this autumn, which is going to be picking up from Requiem for
and a new
dragon.
As well.
I have to say 4, because if I say of a dragon, I'll get told off. We'll be venturing into the Sanctum and learning more about this new skilling boss we talked about earlier. And the last pillar, last but by certainly no means least.
For this next one, just before we reveal it, we're going to be a bit cheeky. We've got an update we're going to hide to the end. You'll get why when you see it. I promise this is not a major update moment. There are no major update moments coming here. I'm sure chat's still going to go full on this anyway, but there is something we're going to show you right at the end of this. We're not waiting to the end of the show, just to the end of this roadmap reveal. So let's go to the next pillar.
Remember when we mentioned those skilling updates earlier? Well,
woodcutting and fletching.
We're going to jump in here with another reason. Woodcutting and fletching are going to be getting another one. This one's further out than mining and smithing, so we're light on details. Trust us on this. Let us cook. Please, chat. Let me cook. But it'll add a similar style of content here too. Skilling content for skillers. What a win. And, of course, the most powerful time of the year when my power reaches its absolute limit. The happiest time of year. It's Halloween. It's getting the seasonal event treatment. We're talking season quest, event hub, memorable characters.
So they can do content and seasonal events.
I got all dressed up like this, and it's nothing to do with Halloween, so I'm going to be even more over the top when we get to this. We'll be taking a smaller scale approach this year, given how much focus we want to put on permanent content, but it is desperately in need of so much love, so we couldn't leave it behind. So I'm looking forward to that one.
You get the next pillar as well, because I'm getting the hidden thing.
And then winter 2024, not winter 2017, all 5 or 6 weeks of what winter's going to be, because we've had winter, feels like a lifetime now, so hopefully we're not back in winter too quickly, but we're going to be dropping another story quest to continue the narrative of our autumn story quest. So still plenty coming.
What do you mean that's all? This is good.
Pride players probably going feral in chat right now. I don't even have to look. And then finally, we've got the return of the beloved Christmas Village from 2023. Now that we've invested some time into setting up our beloved hub for Christmas, our efforts here are going to be some small updates, new rewards, another new seasonal quest, pretty much the treatment you expect next year for our newly established seasonal events rolling on from here on out.
Yeah, I think it's a really important point. That's why we set up those hubs. We also heard your feedback as well about that balance. The
Marcus also main game, as well. Old school cool. Main game, let's be honest.
We've almost reached the end of the roadmap. We have one last reveal to make. Before we do, I just want to say a big shout out to the team behind this. There's a lot of heart and soul that's been poured into this roadmap and a lot of listening to what you might want to see, a real focus on variety. And we hope the work that's gone into making sure this is significant content paired with kind of other smaller releases that you also care about comes through. As I mentioned, that kind of real focus on trying to deliver on variety. There is that one last spot to fill in on the picture though.
I think
Chat, brace yourself. I'm excited to see what you think.
I'm going to be intrigued to see how many folks in chat have already got this.
You called me the yapping one. You're keeping them on 10x. What are you doing? Let's drop the reveal.
Roll it.
So here it is.
Okay.
Boom.
Group Iron Man is actually happening.
New mode. Later this year, we will launch Group Iron Man for RuneScape. This is going to be about you gathering your friends, starting your group, and re-experiencing RuneScape with only your blood, sweat, and tears to get you through. We are so excited to deliver this long-requested game mode 10 years after the release of the original Iron Man in RuneScape. And I hope you are all very excited to go relive RuneScape with your friends this way.
Oh yeah, this is going to be good. This is going to be really good.
Go past saying, no, I don't have friends. I'll play with you. We are so bad.
LFG systems, I think we need some group systems.
Let's get some groups going. If anyone had that on their bingo card, I would be shocked. Who leaked it? It's probably Sponge. we'll have a chat with him afterwards. But there it is. That's the full roadmap there. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it brings a tear to my eye.
Chat is mad fun right
now. What do you guys think?
And that's the chat we love to see. Look, we are super glad this got you hyped. This is something we were also excited to commit to when we kind of put this together. We hope what we showed today made that wait a little less painful. We know it was a wait, and we know at times it was frustrating.
Just put a poll in chat, guys.
Hopefully you're really excited about what we're delivering for the rest of the year. We are really excited about it. We're really, really proud of this one. We hope this feels like a great roadmap for all of you as well.
Absolutely. And obviously, we said you were going to have a look at the roadmap. You've got to look at it. Don't go anywhere. Please stick around. There's still a lot that we want to talk about. We're going to be chatting with some of the developers from the RuneScape team. We're going to be going across different styles of updates to drop some extra insights.
I think for the this is only half a year of content, guys.
You can contribute in shaping the future.
This is quick fire. This is like,
beyond, actually.
Yeah. So stick around. We're going to be talking about a number of these updates. There's not going to be much to say on Group Iron Man today, just as a heads up. I know a lot of you are asking if there's going to be questions on that. That is a topic we will 100% be talking about in the future. Today, though, we're going to run through a lot of these updates. Expect to hear more on Sanctum of Rebirth, on Osseous, on mining and smithing, and a whole bunch more. So stick around. First up, it's time to talk combat and a little bit more about those June and July updates we announced a few months ago. See you in a sec.
Cool. Honestly, I think it sounds pretty good, man. Like, obviously we're still away off of this a little bit. It's still summer, so it's not too far away. New boss dungeon with tier 95s, because that's in there as well. They've already said that's in there. There's new tier 95s, new 4th conjured thing as well. The tier 95s, it looks like a necro dungeon, but another tier 95 necro weapon. I don't know. Maybe it has magic, or maybe it has something else. We'll have to see. The update to mining and smithing I thought was quite interesting because it's quite loud. One sec. Oh, can't change it. One sec. I thought it was quite interesting because mining and smithing has been done already, but again, yeah, okay, more. And the area tasks, of course, is good. And then we've got the boss dungeon, then the skilling boss, then group Iron Man, loads of quests, or like 3 quests, 2 quests, something like that, and then and a wood cutting and fletching update as well. Now, a lot of people in chat were saying not enough. It's not enough. We need more. Skill updates take a long ass time to do. Like reworks take a long ass time to do because they change like the way the whole thing works almost, right? If the wood cutting and fletching update is going to be like the mining and smithing rework, it might not be a rework. It could just be an update, but they take a long time in comparison to like just a regular thing. So it's good. And then we've got the quests and stuff and the events too. And of course they already said that the seasonal events take a lot of time. So yeah, what are you most excited about? Bro, I love Elite Dungeons. Can't pretend like the dungeon isn't my most exciting thing. Old School got a whole continent and 6 bosses in 3 months. Old School probably has way more funding than RuneScape 3, honestly. It probably has way more funding. They definitely have more content devs, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they have way more players, you know? Like, it's just how it is. But didn't they have a content drought before they got all that too? Did they not? Raid 2 is coming. It feels kind of like Raids 2 in a way. So the dungeon is pretty much just boss after boss after boss. I don't know how I necessarily feel about that. Do you guys think that's good? I mean, let me do another poll on that because I am super curious. I kind of like the running bit a little bit. Do you like the no crash? I think I'd probably be in the 3rd option on this when I post it. That doesn't bother me, but yeah, last boss is hard. Hopefully, I mean, this just means that if the first 2 bosses are worth doing, you can just grind the first boss. You can just grind the first 2 bosses. You don't have to necessarily hit the 3rd one. So, you know. Also, has 8 times the player base. Yeah, Old School has way more funding and more players, so it makes sense if they get more content. To be fair, and this is good. I'm happy with this. This is in the next 6 months as well. Remember, we're already halfway through May, so this is in 6 months and 15 days. All of this. This is good, and it's well spaced out too. So I'm pretty keen. The content updates should be nice. Most of you guys seem happy with it. Most of you don't bother. A little bit of you guys don't like it. I will miss the trash runs a little bit probably, but it could be a whole new experience, and it probably makes it a lot easier for them to release it. So maybe they release the next one fast. And the new skilling boss is a really cool thing to see too. We definitely need more skilling bosses. Croesus was huge on release. Croesus was so popular on release, bro. So, yeah. Slayer helm upgrade. Necromancy Slayer helm upgrade. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that. I was too busy looking at everything else. But that's the Slayer monster and then the helmet. Okay, cool. I feel like they could do more area reworks. They are working on it still. The area reworks will all keep happening for sure. Hope they make it soloable. They probably will. Or at least probably small group. Or like public, like Croesus, right? Because most of RuneScape seems like they want it to be a solo experience and like both, but a lot of people like to solo. And it was quite cool to see the that they're bringing someone from Old School to implement the way that Old School does things a little bit. It's strange to me that they need to bring someone from Old School to do that, like just look at it and do it, but it's good that they're doing it, you know. The fact that they have to bring someone is a bit like, but the fact that they are bringing someone is still good. Okay, there's more.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the show.
Volume up.
Now you've seen this year's roadmap. We've had a lot of fun watching chat, by the way, and all your differing opinions. It's been a lot of fun.
Let's see.
It's time to give you some first details on some of these pieces of content that we have planned for you. Some more than others, depending on where we are in development, but we want to give you a really good feel for everything we've announced to as much
I don't think they'll do anything with the combat. They've done that now,
to talk combat and some about our existing announced content for May and June, let's say a warm hello to Mod Black Witch.
Hello.
Oh, I was waiting for the switch there. Mod Sponge.
Whoa, going straight over. Yo, hey, hi.
I like to spice
Ignored in the middle one.
Hello.
Hey everyone. So, right, firstly, let's talk about Osseous, because that is coming up, as players have seen in the in-game calendar, just a couple weeks away. We're going to keep this lighter, because it is something already known. But can you give us a quick overview of Osseous? What are we expecting from this content?
Yeah, no problem. Osseous is the 4th matriarch. What camera are we on? That one. I'll talk to you. Osseous is the 4th matriarch. It came from a game jam project inspired by Mod Orion and a bunch of others. They had it as a game jam project. A lot of the community was super interested in this, so we brought it to light, and I was the developer that was lucky enough to work on it, bring their vision to life. As expected, it does sit in line with the other matriarchs, with necromancy being the weakness and damage style it deals.
Yep, we know this stuff.
But we wanted to do a little bit more of a twist. We learned from the feedback that we had from the other matriarchs when we released them. So we made this one a little bit stronger, a little bit more mechanical, but again, to set expectations, it is a mid-level boss, so for those people rocking their Raziel lanterns and Raziel gear, you're probably going to go and smash it.
We need more mid-level stuff for sure.
You know, it's a mid-tier boss, so there is a quest that precedes it. So this is sort of soft lock it behind a 70 necromancy level. So for those players with 70 necromancy and I believe 30 or 55 archaeology, you'll be able to complete this quest and you'll have access to Osseous.
Awesome. Look, I know we're going to reveal this full very soon. We'll actually be giving people a look at this next week. So we'll save most of this conversation for then. But can you tell us something sneaky we might not already know about the Osseous update?
Something sneaky. Oh, there's 4 pets.
Oh, I mean that is
4
sneaky.
pets?
Yeah.
That's a sneaky drop.
There's 4 pets.
What?
And did someone say skelly velociraptors?
Not very good at paleontology, are you? Is
No,
it
I'm not.
paleontology, the bones?
No, I don't know if you know this.
No, there's going to be mini bony dinos, but yeah.
Good. I'm looking forward to showing you that. Look for more information on that next week. We'll give you
What
a
was
full
that?
Osseous.
That little flame
we also
there
want
at
to
the
touch very
beginning.
quickly on the archaeology dig site coming in July for Demonheim. Big props to the mods. Obviously, we wanted to have here as well.
Such an amazing team effort. Like there were loads of people. We could have got the whole team on here, and this would be like.
Unfortunately, we don't have the seats, which is
Yeah.
the fun of
We've
this
run
setup.
out of chairs.
But we do have the lovely Mod Black Witch with us as well to talk about it. And Doom, obviously, you've got some information as well. So,
Yes.
what can you tell us firstly, Black Witch, about the new dig site? What's going on there?
New archaeology dig site. I think mini dig site set on Demonheim, which was started as a game jam project by Mod KOC and Mod Froach and Mod Kitsune, I think it is. And they've been working on it for quite a while now, specifically targeting like some level gaps that there were in archaeology where you didn't really have anything new to uncover. So Mod KOC really wanted.
Yeah, there definitely was some
provide some new
gaps when you were
content
going to like
So yeah, this comes with
certain areas.
a new graphic update to the surface world of Demonheim.
Which people
A
did not
full
expect,
overhaul.
I think. We didn't even expect.
I didn't
But
expect
looks
that.
They're
incredible. I
reworking
cannot wait for you
Demonheim.
to
That's
see this thing.
insane.
It's
That's so
stunning.
good.
Yeah, I think we went away, and then like I remember you mentioned at the end of
Definitely
one week,
needs
you were
it.
like, "Oh yeah, I've kind of pitched this idea to the rest of the environment team. It would be like cool."
Yeah, I had started doing a quick overhaul to the surface of Demonheim, and then asked Mod Alex, like, hey, there's a few issues with it, because I kind of rushed it. Can you just fix those? Then went on holiday to Edinburgh, came back, saw, like, first thing I saw were, like, really beautiful concepts for Demonheim. I was like, interesting. And then he's completely overhauled it. So it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
It looks really good. yeah, it's way more imposing than what was there before. So
Cool.
can't wait for players to see that. But it also comes with a other new area that you uncover. There was already an image of it alluding to it in the roadmap.
It's the one on the roadmap, right?
Yes, it is. And there's also already a white box on my Twitter, but for anyone who wants to see it. But yeah, it's very exciting.
It's so cool, and it's super atmospheric, and it's like just a really imposing area deep below Demon Hive's surface. No, not that one.
Not that one.
No.
When you said new area, I was like, I know where their brains are going.
No, it's not floor 61. However, there should be some nice.
Or are we just saying that?
All you guys straight away.
It's not. I promise you, Jack.
Yeah, the other thing was just to touch on that Mulcahy has very passionately spoken to me about this being like, I couldn't stand there being gaps in the archaeology leveling. So it is levels 73 to 87. There will be stuff for you. And then when you go deeper, it's 103 to 113. So there's stuff in there now, and mysteries, and a relic, and artifacts. So lots of cool stuff for you to get stuck into, which is amazing.
It's good. I mean, I've already done 120 arcs, so I probably won't go. But
we want to really focus on what we announced today. So by no means are we giving these a quick skim over for any reason other than that. We really can't wait for you to see them, and hopefully you'll have a lot of fun with them when they release. So on that note, Sanctum of Rebirth. He says, looking at Mod Sponge. So we introduced a whole bunch of terminology when I was talking about that earlier. So firstly, let's start about like, what is Sanctum of Rebirth if you had to describe it in just a few lines?
Ooh, that's the first word of the line. So it's a...
It's the musical edition, I see.
It's similar to an Elite Dungeon, but it is essentially a boss dungeon for 1 to 4 players, and it's set in some part of the underworld. Which part? You'll find out.
Okay, 1 to 4 players, that's cool. I like that.
Okay.
More people.
It's a very aloof...
and it is solo.
Pitch, but I love it. Elevator pitch was the word I was looking for. Words hard today. So why a boss dungeon? I think that's probably a question people ask is like, why did we not just make an Elite Dungeon with this content? Why this kind of new boss-to-boss content?
So we kind of wanted to trial something different. You see with a lot of previous Elite Dungeons, players are like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if I could do boss 1 and then boss 2 and boss 3 and not have to do the chaff in between? And we were kind of like, yeah, that would be cool. So let's trial it, add it as a different type of content we can do if players like it. And if not, hey-ho, we can go back to Elite Dungeons if we want them. So yeah, it's kind of...
It's worth checking
not? Let's
out
try it.
for sure.
Because I know that was a lot of the feedback that we got with when we recently, feels recent, it's probably a lifetime ago, time's an illusion, when we made the change to Zamorak and Undercity, where it used to be 25 runs and then it was like, oh, it's just 1 and then you get to fight Zamorak. That change was something that players really resonated with, because it was just like, I just want to fight the bosses. I just want to fight the big bads.
Yeah,
I actually think a lot of that came from the fact that the dungeon wasn't worth doing, though.
Are they brand new bosses? Are they drag drop from existing bosses? Are they kind of, have we like stuck 2 bosses together and we've put like KBD on Kerapak or something? Like, what are we doing here? Like,
we just took Giant Mole. We went, what if you were somewhere else?
Gorvek and Giant Mole.
You killed Giant Mole on the surface, and now he's in the underworld. You just killed him. No, it's 3 new bosses. There's some clear inspirations from other places, but it's absolutely new bosses with some pretty unique stuff going on.
I assume when we say 3 new bosses, this is still very much that Elite Dungeon format, right? So I'm assuming the boss difficulty kind of going from one to the other will probably be kind of that same gradual ramp up, right? Is that a
fair
assumption,
I think that's fair to say. I think that's fair to say.
Okay.
They are similar to Elite Dungeon bosses. Because we were able to get rid of the chaff, though, they're probably slightly more complex.
Right.
Not necessarily as complex as Zamorak, because obviously Zamorak was a huge, huge project.
Yeah, I mean, removing all the in between gives them more time to.
Yeah, I was like, it literally said part evil, part trauma.
But yeah, they will be more, I want to say, mechanically complex than, say, Crassian Leviathan, where he's just like head slamming everywhere, and that's all he does.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The head slam's killed me, so it's some sort of mechanic.
Yeah, it catches everyone.
It's a slight skill issue, it's fine, don't worry about it. Building on from that, new bosses, got to drop something, right? Like, are we looking that there's going to be, because we kind of alluded to it when we spoke about the roadmap, right?
Spiritweed seeds. That's what I've got for you.
More charms at last. Finally.
So yeah, they will release the Tier 95 Magic dual-wield weapons.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to have some other drops as well. We won't go into those right now.
Go buy all the Tectonic guys, I told you.
On them.
Was right.
But yeah, Tier 95 Magic dual-wield for sure. Something else that's really cool. I'm pretty hyped about it.
Tectonic. Tectonic.
Yeah, that covers the rules.
There's Tectonic as well, guys.
Couple questions I want to ask you. So obviously, one of the questions we always get with PVM content talks about Osseous being kind of more of a mid-level boss. We've mentioned this has normal and hard mode. Do we have any particular kind of target of combat player we're looking to? I know we don't like to kind of put our combat on a scale, but are we thinking, is this going to maybe be something that top-end players, our really experienced PVMers are going to find some challenge in? Where's kind of our intention at least, in terms of our thinking?
So first off, I don't know if we had mentioned normal and hard mode before you just said mention normal hard mode. So there is a normal and a hard mode as a start in case we didn't mention it.
It was on. They mentioned it earlier.
So we're kind of taking Elite Dungeons and doing a spin on it. So Elite Dungeons had story mode and normal mode. Story mode didn't really serve anyone because it was kind of for players that couldn't do normal mode, but then it was so unrewarding you didn't want to do it anyways. So instead we're going with normal mode and hard mode, where normal mode, it takes the essence of story mode, where it's a bit safer, but it's not necessarily much easier. It's safer in the sense of we're going to try out some new death mechanics, potentially, with the intention that you won't feel scared to go and get involved and go and try it out. Whereas then hard mode will be more of your more common, what you're used to botting experience.
Yeah. And that's a really important. I'm glad you touched on this. This is going to be my second question. I know we've talked a little bit about it.
That sounds good.
Some new ideas floating around for this dungeon, even potentially a new way of thinking about when we're talking about weapons and how we might approach that with the community. Do you want to give us a little bit of information on that? How are we going to be working with players on this?
Do I want to? No. Will I? Yes. So with the Tier 95 weapons, time permitting, we're going to run a beta with a chunk of effects. Not sure how many yet, but we've got some ideas for what we want them to do. We're going to put on a beta, get community feedback, see what they like, and go from there. So if there's something that really resonates with the community, then we'll go with that one. It saves us making the decisions.
I'm so excited because we've never really kind of gone, hey, what would you want the Tier 95 kind of special effect or route we take it in to be? So this will be quite interesting if we end up being able to do it. I know we've talked about it, it's really exciting. And I know players can expect to hear more from us soon based on, that death mechanic you've been talking about. We're going to be talking about that with the community very, very soon. So this is just some of the ways we're trying to take that community-driven development into these early projects. And yeah, there's a lot more, I think, to talk about really next week when we drag you back on stream. Just held you to that publicly.
Unwillingly.
So you can't say no. We got it. There's a couple of other bits I know on the roadmap that we kind of touched on. We kind of glanced over them. The necromancy helm with the Slayer conjure creature. Slayer creature, necro conjure. Word salad. It's all a bit much. And then with adding new stuff, there's also a lot of conversation around balancing. So is there any? I know that the combat update was something we really looked at with the beta at the beginning of the year. Is there anything more that we're going to be doing in that regard?
Yes, it's not fixed on the roadmap. I think you heard Mod Marcos talk about a bit earlier, where kind of leaving room for devs to develop and kind of fill those gaps. So we're definitely not forgetting about balancing. There's a lot of improvements still.
Balancing seems okay so far.
They might not be as big as the combat beta was.
Especially releasing new
weapons. A small thing here or there, inside another project or as a project itself. But yeah, it's definitely not going to miss.
Right, I'm going to end it there because everyone's now mentioning stuff with Sliske in chat, so you better run before. This is like your demon.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, everyone. And thank you everyone
it's
for
just
giving us
that Magic's getting above.
As we're going to be talking about
the demand of it all.
Rebirth very, very soon. Stay tuned towards the end of the show.
And they already confirmed
you can get involved in some
that they want to add a set effect for it.
And what you can expect to hear. For now, we're going to take a short break, and we will be right back with some more JMods to talk about skilling content. See you in a sec.
Anyway.
Tell you what, sounds pretty good, man. Sounds very good. And yeah, as for panic buying magic gear, I'm sure there's plenty of you guys that have already gone and done that. I mean, I told you guys earlier, you could have been first, but you just, if you did it, then good on you. But if you didn't, you know. But they're doing it. This is good. I'm glad they're doing breaks in between too. We can talk about it and stuff like that. But start thinking about group Iron Man names. I don't know. Can you recap? It's on screen now. So we've got the Archaeology Dig site coming like next month, right? I think it's next month. And then we've got a new boss dungeon, which is going to give tier 95 magic weapons, the dual wields, which it had to be. The magic's so far behind it, it just had to be. And then we have mining and smithing, another skilling update coming for that. Fourth Conjure is coming as well. New skilling boss after that as well. And then the sort of quests and stuff. Group Iron Man mode is coming, which is super exciting. And then an update for woodcutting and fletching. And then finishing the year with another quest, which, I mean, so far, everything sounds great. The fact that we're getting new tier 95 magic, I'm so glad I've finished my magic gear upgrades again. We're back with that. It's all done. We just need to save up now for the weapons. So tons of grinding coming up. I was going to spend all my bank on all 120s, but maybe now we grind for the weapons instead. I want them on release. So I'm probably going to be doing a lot of streaming over the next, like, couple of month. If this is in summer, like, it's not far away. The next dungeon is not far away. So we're going to be doing a ton of that. How's the... Let's have a look. I'll go back to the stream soon, guys. Don't worry. But I want to see if how much the prices have changed. Quick while we wait between the breaks. Let's go. Oh, my pin. One sec. Games. Okay. Nerd Geek, says the guy watching a RuneScape stream. Okay. What are we doing here? Energy. Was it Draconic Energy? Is this what it is from ED? It is, right? Yeah. 400k. Holy shit. Damn. Okay. And what was the other thing? Tectonic Energy. 690k. Damn, man. Considering they were like 300, and then I actually thought the music's gone. What's going on? It's there. Oh, I didn't bring it back. Yeah, it's alright. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. It's fine. I forgot to bring it back, but it's fine. But the price has gone up a little bit. Fourth Rex release when? Did they gave us a date. It was like the 28th. It's the 28th. Tuesday, 28th of this month. We will be getting the Rex Matriarch. So, it's pretty good. And it's Tuesday because it's a bank holiday, so they don't do update on Monday. Those went from becoming cool and mainstream during Rona to icky again. I don't know, man. I think nerds are pretty up there in the tier list, you know. Sending my notes earlier. Thanks, man. I've been taking notes as well. Obviously we've got this. I didn't take notes on this because we've got it, but I took notes on like what they were just talking about. Then we've got a little bit more as well. We could go Tectonic Energies bought slow for 580k each. Damn. Hope you're right. You just gotta believe, bro. Just gotta believe. What a coincidence, it'll be my birthday. Ah, no. Are you gonna be busy on that day? If you don't game, you're a nerd. Okay. I mean, wait, what? Not sure how that works, but sure. Here are the how much are tier 92 magic weapons? Should we have a look on Ellie? One sec. I'll try and get up Ellie. Ellie. I don't know if they're gonna have reported it yet. I don't know how Ellie works really. Press one of the press. I think these will probably go down. But that's not today. Yeah, I don't know. Has anybody bought any? Has anybody bought any? And knows how much of that? They will hella crash. What if they what if they do crash? What if they upgrade them rather than replacing them? What if you have to upgrade the Prestel ones instead of replacing them? Imagine. They won't, I don't think, but still.
Wildly different.
Let's see what's going on here now.
By Mod Jack. Hello.
Hi.
Hooli's bold now.
Oh, heartbreaking. No, you get to.
Oh wait, volume. One sec, guys.
So, we are going to get ready to chat all things skilling. We are also joined by the wonderful and illuminating Mod Shrike, Mod Breezy, and Mod Stew. So, thank you very much for joining us. It's super, super exciting. So, we've been showing off some
This should be good, right?
content on the roadmap. And so, the first thing I wanted to talk about is the skilling boss.
There we go.
What is our intention for that core experience of this skilling boss? Is this a solo boss, a group boss? Is this
It's going to be 1, 2,
different mechanics? Is this
15
the same
people.
skills as Croesus? What are we looking at?
So I'm going to preface all of this by saying that we've basically only just started working on the skilling boss. It is a little way out still, so a lot of what I'm saying is going to be work in progress.
Subject to
in terms of our
change.
design intentions, it is building on what we've learned from Croesus. It will be different skills. It will be a different vibe, different aesthetic. Solo and groupable, I think, is our intention as well. We'd like for both to be possible.
Good.
And yeah, kind of just, this will be our second skilling boss, so building on what we've learned before and seeing what new stuff we can do as well.
Amazing. So, Croesus obviously was part of such a massive narrative arc, I'm going to use the term arc. Croesus obviously fit in with the narrative. Are we looking for something similar here with the new, I'm just going to say new skilling boss?
Yeah. It will be very heavily tied into the Sanctum of Rebirth. There's basically 3 updates that are pretty much being developed in tandem. So we've got the Sanctum of Rebirth, we've got the skilling boss, and we've got the accompanying quest as well. So they will all be packaged up and in the same location, dealing with the same themes, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
It will have some kind of tie-in to the wider story as well via the quest. But yeah, expect it to be thematically similar to Sanctum of Rebirth and using the story established there to do its thing.
Super. Very, very cool. There was a little bit of conversation when it appeared on the roadmap of people saying, "Oh, Croesus is gone." No, I think our intention is to make sure this sits.
It's additive.
Alongside
It's additive. Croesus is a really popular encounter. People, if you look at the data, a lot of people play
Croesus was huge for the
It's
game.
our second
one of the most popular
it's like our
encounters
second
out
most
there,
popular
which is
boss.
amazing
Yeah.
to see. So
I
we're kind
remember
of
the
giving
clan was
players more
obsessed.
of that and experimenting a bit. And you see what Old School can do with their skilling bosses. What can we learn from that? What can we bring into RuneScape to spice things up, make things more, give a bit
Absolutely.
more variety.
And I think that one of the key things that from the conversations that we've had internally around it is, and I've seen chat mentioning it, is the approach towards public grouping and contributions and how loot is disseminated. And I think that that's something that we're factoring into our approach.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah, so it'll definitely be learning from Croesus and
35 kills.
Well,
35k.
sorry, I lost my train of thought there.
Holy shit.
But
No,
yeah,
yeah, we're
definitely
definitely
learning
gonna
from
take
Croesus, definitely seeing what we can do to
Improve it.
build on it.
Yeah,
basically,
I think
Sorry,
it's-
I had a thought there and then it just exited my brain.
Don't worry about it.
One of the main concerns that we looked at was whether or not your reward depends on other people's performance.
Yeah.
Essentially, that we want to make sure, whether it's solo, whether it's group, that you get the reward based on your performance, not based on the
That's
performance
good.
of everyone else.
Yeah. And so the combination of both being able to comfortably group, knowing that your contribution is what impacts it, and also being able to solo it gives you the option to.
That's
pick
definitely
which
good.
one's
Hopefully
more
that means you can
comfortable
just
to
go
you.
over
That's
anybody.
Awesome. But the skilling boss is only one part of this whole sort of skilling. I don't know what would you call it? Sort of
Area.
the skilling area
Bit
of this
thing.
whole bit thing of this year. So the other part of this is one of the most cryptic things on our roadmap, skilling updates. So putting you on the spot, more breezy. What can you tell us about these skilling updates? What kind of thing are we looking at?
I think I might throw that question back over to Mod Jack.
Well, you were going to talk about the purpose of them, and then I'll talk about what's coming up.
Sure, yeah, sure.
The future.
Yeah, so we want to give our players a regular cadence of skilling updates. We want to give players things to do, things to chase for, new items to obtain, things to upgrade, new objectives, just overall RuneScape objectives, things that add to your RuneScape life, your RuneScape career. It's been a while really since we've had a regular drop of all that sort of stuff, and that's something we want to get back to, because that's what makes part of RuneScape's core.
Amazing.
I know people are saying Hero Pass
the skillers out there are going to love that, and they're going to be really looking forward to having more updates for them. Skillers out there, hi, I see.
Skillers definitely need some love. Holy shit, man.
So,
Skillers
what
really
do we
need some
kind of
stuff.
Hope that this is leaning towards in terms of the kind of skiller that we're aiming for? Is there a kind of content that we're hoping to create in that sense?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be content that's available for everyone to interact with. Granted, they have the levels, and that being really up at the high end, aiming around the 99 area. So definitely look out for more news on it very soon.
Super, that's exciting.
People around
that
level 99.
Okay. I'm sure that a lot of people are really excited for just more things
high
to
level
look forward to as they're getting up through those levels. I know that.
Pause the video. You feel
my beloved. There's nothing there. It's okay. Don't worry. It's fine. We're just going to do anachronia laps for the rest of time. It's okay. That's our punishment. But outside of that, there's going to be some really cool opportunities for us to explore, which is super, super cool.
That's one of the things I think that we took away from Fort Florent 3 is there was a lot of skilling content there, but a lot of it was very mid-game. And it just wasn't giving top-end players anything to do, and so we want to make sure that we're addressing
it. So it looks
like
it's
top-end. Talk about regular skilling
content.
Talk about regular high-end skilling content.
Yeah, about that. Just creating something that feels additive when you're hitting that 99 and being like, well, here I am for the next forever. Just adding something to break that up is really, really cool and super important.
Yeah, that's true. It's a good idea, because when people hit max, they take a break. A lot of people do.
And so, have you guys heard of the mining and smithing update?
Funnily enough, all three of us worked on it. Jack was the lead designer. Breezy, I think you were QA at the time.
I was,
right? And myself developing it. So really good team of people to be working on further work on mining and smithing.
Super. What can players expect to see in this kind of update to a skill that everyone knows and loves? What kind of sort of changes are we looking at?
That sounds like one for me. I do have some notes prepared because the ink is still wet on this design. We've just done like a week of development on it so far.
That's quite all right.
So we're adding primal variants of the 10 demon high ores. So that's like Novite up to Prometheum. Primal version of those to new mining sites on the surface. You'll smelt primal ore into primal bars, which will then smith into primal armor and equipment. This includes the next tier of ore box, upgradable primal pickaxes, the new best in slot augmentable pickaxe, and a masterwork weapon.
What?
Very nice.
Fuck? I mean, holy crap!
That's a lot to unpack, or a lot to
content. That's huge, man.
The smithing equivalent of unpacking.
That's insane.
Anyway,
I'm not doing 120 mining right now, though. Maybe I'd do it now.
The chat is so tantalisingly close, I can almost see it.
No, sorry, do you want?
I'll get distracted.
You're going to get distracted.
I'll get distracted by it.
It'll be like the old design streams. You'll be like, oh, someone in the chat, and then you'll just go on a bit of a... Anyway, so what do we feel like is
the melee switch? Oh, yeah.
Continued value of this in terms of expanding on the skills that we have? What are we looking for in how we approach this with skillers?
Yeah, we want to add skilling content that's meaningful and useful, that gives you something to do, something to work towards, but then has an ongoing.
What did you miss? Quite a lot.
So we need to make sure there's new consumables to create and sell. The masterwork
primal laws from Daemonheim are coming to this.
Is quite relevant. So that will be a new top-end weapon, but it won't be making. We'll go into more detail in the future about how it's going to work, but that won't be making existing best in slot items redundant. Mm-hmm. But it will be something that you'll want to have probably.
It's a switch,
It's
guys.
tricky to talk about without getting into the balancing. So we do want to make sure that the skills sort of are relevant at top end and stay relevant at top end. So something to do on launch, but then an ongoing relevance within the economy. That's really important.
That's awesome. Because I know that, especially when speaking to the community throughout Fort Front 3, it was like building stuff was really cool. For example, like being at 80 construction, it's like, this is awesome. I can finally build the chapel and I can upgrade it to this tier. But then it kind of was like, I haven't got anything to produce. Yep. I can't go any further with this. So us being able to produce stuff that's aspirational and pushing you to reach those levels and then giving you something for it and giving you a resource and getting everything moving is really cool. That's a very, very promising opportunity. And going on for what you alluded to, we have some plans on how we're going to talk to players about this, right? We're going to sort of try and...
So I've been a little vague about what we're talking about here. We'll be doing a blog and a live stream either next week or the week after to go into more detail about what this update actually is in more detail and get feedback on that. So I don't want to rush over it now.
Yeah, we're gonna try and talk through our reasoning, explain it, and be a bit more thorough with our conversation so that you guys are all with us for the journey and understand where we're coming from, so that you're not like, I don't get it. What do you mean?
As Stu mentioned, so we've started development on the mining and smithing update. We also have a woodcutting and fletching update. So there'll be room between the two to talk a bit and gather feedback on, how did it work.
Should we need to make a lot of GP soon? Yeah, definitely.
That sort of thing. Try to make sure we're doing
Seems like
amazing. And you can look forward to being more closely involved with that. You, the community, getting involved with it, being following us along with the journey every step of the way. It's going to be super exciting. But keeping it brief, keeping it very high level. Don't want to get too much into the weeds with everything because we're going to be going through a lot more detail in the future. So thank you so much for running through that content with us. Wonderful, wonderful mods. We'll be back with a final section in just a mo where we're going to be running through some lore and season stuff. Seasonal event stuff, not season stuff. It's across the whole year. You don't need to worry about that. And then let you know about some exciting ways I'm pointing at the camera, I'm going to make another meme, can help shape the content ahead for RuneScape. So we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. See you in a sec.
Very nice. Bro, it's sounding really good so far. That's really loud for me. Can't turn it down. Hopefully that doesn't affect your volume. It sounds super good. Like the fact that it's not just quality of life changes for mining and smithing. It's going to have new best and slot stuff. It's going to have a masterwork weapon. Like what? And new armor and equip, like all the primal ores and metals from dungeoneering is coming out too for the main surface. That's genius. That's clever, because obviously you just get it. Like it's already in the game. They can just use it and for the rest of the game. It's really cool. There's a lot of things happening. In fact, there seems like there's a lot of stuff happening to the point where, like, PVMers, if you're like a PVMer and a skiller and you do all of it, you're probably not going to be able to keep up with all of it along the way unless you play a lot. So like the dungeon comes out, if you want to complete the full dungeon log, you're not going to then be able to go and do all the mining stuff and finish it all before it, like, it releases, probably. We'll see. That'd be pretty epic, but there's gonna be a lot of stuff to cover, and it's gonna be really cool. But what are your thoughts, guys? What are your thoughts? Don't want this. What am I doing here? Okay. Big win for Jagex, I would say. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. What's the new skilling boss? The new skilling boss, I did take notes as well, 1 minute. The new skilling boss, they said that it's going to be solo and group. And it's very early, so they didn't give a ton of information. But they're giving... it's going to be solo and group, and they wanted to make sure the rewards are based on your own performance rather than like relying on other people too. So it sounds good. I'm pretty excited. Over dungeon ores in the main game for ages. Congrats, happy for holy shit, yes. Maybe finally I'll stop getting the you made this video already. I know I've made this video already. There's nothing to cover. But now there actually might be. Holy shit, it's gonna be good. The Elder God Wars time, man, was the best time to be a RuneScape content creator. So now we can maybe have something similar again. Loads of content coming out. And now we're going to be talking about the seasonal stuff soon. Maybe they'll touch on Group Iron Man as well. And and the lore and stuff they're talking about too. I think Group Iron Man will be like a very hot and cold topic. Like some people are gonna love it. Some people won't be really interested. Will you be playing Group Iron Man? I'm gonna put a poll. I will try it, but might not commit. Start poll. The poll in chat, guys, about Group Iron Man. Are we gonna make Group Iron Man? I mean, I think it'd be a bit silly not to do a Group Iron Man series, but then there's also so much to do. We'll probably have to do it, right? You guys are gonna carry me, just so you know. But yeah, we'll definitely give it a shot. What's Group Iron Man? Group Iron Man, GIM is Group Iron Man. It's, you can play Iron Man mode, but in a group. Like you make it together. You do it all together and you work on it as a team. So, but it says quite a lot of people saying no. I think this is what I was saying. I think it'll be a very hot or very cold thing, in the sense that like a lot of people aren't interested in Iron Man that much, but for content, absolutely, I will do it. Group Iron Man is my favorite old school escape mode. Cool. They're going to deal with all the untradables and high level with Group Iron Man, trading ultimate gear between team. I guess you would have to. We'll have to see what they do. That's a good point. It's a good way to do. Maybe you can trade them between each other because it's in Group Iron Man, or maybe you will have to just assign gear to players, unlock more than just one. But yeah, you can share your bank. Yeah, so another bank's shared, but like untradable items as well. It's fair that Group Iron Man will turn into one person who doesn't quit, like an old school runes game. What do you mean? Like an old school is it basically like you start with like 5 people, or whatever, how many people it is, and then everyone leaves except one? Does that tend to be what happens or something? Spanish with things staying 99 can do anyone know? What do you mean? I think it's still not a 99 skill. There's just going to be some more content for it. You start with a group, a month later, usually only 1 or 2 people still playing happen. Okay, I see.
Hello everyone, Hoolie's back, but Modjack is also over there. Through some sort of advanced alchemy, we've managed to maintain this illusion. The realities of stream production. But anyway, it's time to talk lore and seasonal events. I got it right this time. Let's go. And joining us to give some first details are Mod Luma, Mod Ramen, and Mod Jack.
Hey folks. Right, so let's talk about the first thing. Just in case it's not really clear, it might seem like an obvious question, but in the roadmap we use this kind of new term, story quest. Kind of sounds obvious, but it means something specific to us. Can you just be really clear, what is a story quest?
So a story quest is just a proper quest that ties into the storyline. So there was a bit of confusion last year about there were some mini quests that were sort of presented as quests.
Yeah.
There are seasonal quests that are presented as quests. So we just want to make sure that when we say story quest, we mean a quest tied into the storyline, something like Ancient Awakenings.
So something that kind of brings us forward, that keeps the storyline moving forward. Okay, cool, really, really cool. We've talked obviously in that roadmap. There's 2 quests planned, is that correct? And then we've got a few more outside of that coming in seasonal events too. Is that right?
Yeah. So committing to story quests doesn't then mean we can't also have mini quests tied into content or seasonal quests, that sort of thing. It's just that isn't a sort of major roadmap thing. There can also be other things.
Yeah, right, cool. So let's talk about story quests very quickly. Obviously, it's really hard to talk about quests and lore without like spoiling everything. It's always the trouble we have. We try and show these lovely quests on streams without ruining them. It's a delicate balance, but I think briefly, Requiem for a Dragon, obviously, hopefully a lot of you loved it. I certainly did. We talked about that ending the Fort for a Free storyline, as well as having the cutest undead Forky moment of my life. Can you give an indication of the kind of storyline we're headed into, or are we still in this story? What's going on?
Yeah, so it's a bit of a misnomer to say that it ended the storyline. For me, a storyline has a relatively objective definition of when it doesn't have the same requirements, it's a new storyline. So because it will be continuing with the same requirements, the next quest will require Requiem for a Dragon. It's part of the same storyline, so you're still Duke of the
More like a new chapter then?
Exactly, yeah. It's like the next part of the story. It's not a whole new storyline.
Design stream.
Yeah, we've set him up. We've given him a platform now. So
don't ask me an open-ended question.
We just need the boiler in the background on the screen behind him.
Yeah.
Authentic design stream experience.
I guess just an open question. Is there anything you want to say about kind of our thoughts about the future? I know we don't really want to spoil any story, and that would be unfair to all the lore fans watching. But is there anything around the quest specifically that you'd like to?
I mean, it's kind of implied it's implied from the content that we've launched, and it's implied on the picture of the roadmap. Bilrak is still there. We're going to be looking more at his plans and where he's going. But I don't really want to talk about it in detail.
And I hear there might be a tie into the skilling boss, and is that a current thought?
Yeah, so the first quest will tie together Sanctum of Rebirth and the skilling boss and the storyline itself.
Oh, so is the skilling boss also in Sanctum of Rebirth, is what you're saying, just not in that piece of content?
He's saying too much.
There you go, everybody. We talked about not spoiling your experience.
I think all bosses will have a quest to them now.
Just wanted to make sure we talked about
engagement.
this. I know there's a lot of questers out there who want to see the storyline continue, and it's a very difficult topic for us to broach, but an important one, I think.
Yeah, we always want to show that quests and lore is and the narrative is still so important to us, and it's such a fundamental part of what RuneScape is. But also, we know that we don't want to just drop spoilers and just be like, here's what the story is and here's how it ends, because that experience day one of seeing people in the official Discord in the lore channel being like, oh my god, and then in different community spaces reacting to stuff is so important and such a magical moment. Like so many of the quests that have come out that we've seen, that day one experience has been so important. We don't want to put too much out there at the beginning and spoil it. So we just want to make sure that there's a balance there, that we bring people along for the journey. So yeah.
Why don't we talk about season quests? You want to ask some questions on the seasonal quest?
Don't even get me started on Halloween. It's
Sorry, seasonal quests, seasonal events.
Seasonal events, yes. So there was a lot of feedback when we initially broached the subject of having a new seasonal summer hub, and then we've kind of had to make those adjustments because we heard your feedback. It was super important that we made sure that we took that on board. There was a lot of concern that we would also be listening to feedback and cancelling Halloween as well. I was one of those people. I am among the many to see that it is.
The Halloween event is still being reworked.
Now with Halloweeny colours.
Mod Ramen.
Ramen approved Halloween colours, I might add on the logo.
Yeah. Just to clarify, I want to throw this question out there. Is it a brand new event, and are we still taking that feedback on board about the balance between time limited but recurring annual content and permanent content? What's the sort of, are we trying to make sure that we strike a balance?
Yeah, for sure. We want to make sure we have a healthy balance of, that permanent content in game, but not forgetting about seasonal events and leaving them behind. So obviously we heard that and we took that on board with the summer event. So we are reactivating the beach with some small quality of life changes, but not like a huge new summer hub, which was originally planned. I think it's also worth mentioning as well, setting up the new hubs as we've done with Christmas, as we've done with Easter, as we will be doing with Halloween. That's a huge bulk of the work done. And once that's done, it will take less dev work in future years to add new content to it.
And I think that's a lot of why we saw, that's why when you look at the roadmap for December, or winter, I should say, I don't want to say December, winter, we've got the story quest and the hub at the same time, because we can have
the seasonal quest.
The seasonal quest within the hub. So there's kind of two quests coming out very, very quickly in short succession, because we don't have to be like, we have to make a new hub. What do we? We don't have to worry about that. It's already done. The hassle of that is over. So now we can just plug new stuff in, expand.
Whole is love, whole is life.
I've never used an engineering hole. Something like Christmas love, though, right?
Maybe I should.
Can you give us an indication of like what that would be for like one of the returning hubs?
Okay, yeah.
I guess Christmas being our first.
So yeah, Christmas Village 2024 this year, as it will be called, right? 2024, cool. Yeah, it'll be the first hub that's returning. So it will mean that all the activities you had there will be there, including returning of the Black Party hat. So more opportunities to re-earn that. I hope I was allowed to say that. But then, like if you didn't get to play It's No Bother last year, you'll be able to come and then replay that quest. It will only be active for that period while the Christmas Village is active. If we are doing another quest, so another quest will take place in this hub. So the plan for the hubs was to, okay, cool, set up an area, make it beautiful, make it like really magical, really harking back to the original sort of holiday events we had. We called it corporate Christmas, and like what we mean by that is like you want to be walking out of Tesco's, right? You see your red, your Santa, all your stuff. This was the sales pitch for it.
Other supermarkets are available.
Yeah, other supermarkets are, well, no branding. But like you want to jump into the game, and everything you've seen around you is what you're experiencing in real life. So it'll be returning, and then like the plan was to push the hubs sort of outward. So like you may have a stream up there or some woodland, and if we need to sort of dig into that for some area for a quest, we'll be able to do that. But as Luma said, the bulk of the work is done with the environment. It's now we'll be able to because
this is the Christmas one, right?
Whenever we did holiday events, so much.
I assume that'll be more
like,
or less the
think
same.
About, like the Halloween ones from 2011, Web of Shadows 2000, around that point. Wasted like resource, like we didn't bring them back, so the amount of art, effort and resource and animations that went into that don't get to see the light of day again. So it's about making something that has a return on investment and will return sort of constantly. So yeah, everything you saw last Christmas coming back plus more.
I'm sold. It is early. It is a bit early doors to talk about this, but it's never too early for me because I've been thinking about it since November 1st. What kind of ideas have we got bouncing around for a Halloween event?
This is the bit we want. This is
we know it's the right color of orange.
Yeah. That's
but outside of that, what else? What else is on the cards?
I mean, it's worth saying, work hasn't started on it yet, and we're also not the team who will be working on it. But you know,
now's your chance. Still,
as with Easter and Christmas, we've obviously wanted to be like quintessential Halloween. Your pumpkins, your skeletons, your classic characters like Death and Muncher. Continuing it to be set in Renmark. So obviously Christmas was the land of snow, Easter was the land of glade, so Halloween, land of, I think it's called Harvest.
Okay.
And yeah, reintroducing things, I think, from old events will probably be looked to. Obviously, there's quite a few good Halloween locations there. You've got Death's Mansion, you've got the Spider Realm, you've got the DEFCON Citadel, I know people are fans of. So I think just looking to old events and taking ideas from them.
It was so bad,
while
wasn't it?
also keeping it quintessential Halloween. There's a lot there to work with. Lots of people very, very excited about this project internally.
Yeah.
People like everyone's sort of desperate to work on Halloween.
Yeah. I know that Mod Blackwitch and Mod Alex and a couple of the other environment art team were like, okay, we are actually going to fight to try and figure out who gets to do the event.
You have to have a live stream pitch battle.
And they're having to like divvy up custody for all of the different environments for like all of the stuff on the roadmap, being like, okay, I really want to do Halloween, so I'll give you this, and then you give me Halloween, and they've been bartering over it, and so you know it's going to be good when they're that desperate to get involved with.
They didn't really
so
touch the Easter event like at all. I went and checked it out, and that was it.
At our roadmap and thinks, wow, that's quite a lot coming out in a 6 odd month period.
I would certainly hope so.
Do we expect Halloween to be similar in scale to Easter or Christmas? Do we even know that question yet? Are we maybe thinking of it being a bit smaller? Do we have any indication at this point of kind of how it might sit against the other two events?
I'd say a bit more similar to Christmas. Easter was quite big.
Easter went nuts with the hub. Like,
it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's absolutely stunning, and like there's that room to expand. But
I don't know. I think Christmas was 100 times better than the Easter
where
one.
Christmas sat or in between the two. We want to make sure that we're not like making a really sparse place where you don't want to make a place and fill it with content. You want to make content and then like slot it nicely and into the hub, and then
they're talking specifically just the size of the
I think that was one of the
actual
things
space.
that even as someone who isn't the most jolly or festive of Christmassy people, walking around the Christmas hub and just seeing the amount of people condensed in that space
always the best,
with so many different things to do, I was like, oh, this is really nice. But then with Easter, it was like
Christmas was only good for the chance of the party.
No,
No, there was loads of stuff though. There was the Secret Santa and the
if that was the case,
paper
like Mod Blackwitch still
and
on the
that
Christmas
stuff.
tree up. So
yeah,
all the old cosmetics and
it's not a rule
It's
set.
still dying. It's very goth. It's very goth that it's still
Yeah,
there.
true.
One last quick question about events, because I know people in chat have already mentioned it. I know people have been talking about this for ages. As soon as we were like, it's the beach. 2 words. Dung hole? Question mark?
No, I'm kidding. It's not gone. It's still there. It's totally still there. Yeah, dung hole. Of course, it's still there.
I don't know if we could survive releasing the beach without it anymore.
Yeah,
because it used to not be every year, right, in the beach, and then it became like a permanent fixture.
We did suggest
people would go absolutely
goal
sick
that you had to dig the hole yourself. It was a community goal that we were like, okay, you want it, you have to earn it, you have to dig the hole yourself, and then you unlock it. But
so TLDR, Demonheim is going to look beautiful, but then you're going to be jumping into a dungeoneering hole to train. That's classic RuneScape, right? So good. Well, Well, thank you very much. Obviously, I wish we could do more of a service to the lore and the seasonal events team. The amount of work and love and care that goes into this part that we can't often give you half as much details or kind of lead you into what's going on is always a bit frustrating for us. But thank you very much for representing it and at least talking as much as we can about these things. And I'm excited to see very much about what Halloween's going to look like. So I guess we'll say a quick goodbye to our lovely JMods.
Thank you so much.
There we have it. So we've got one last thing to talk to you about. We are just about to wrap up. That is the first look at our rest of year roadmap.
I'm mostly taking notes. Thanks.
There is one more thing we wanted to talk about, and that's about how you can get involved in the future of RuneScape. Now, as we discussed at the top of the show, last year we began involving the community more into what we do when it comes to development. And this year we've been setting up to take that even further. So let's take a look at how you can play an active part in the development of our future content, beginning as early as next week. So, I said beginning as early as next week, I meant this week. So, at the end of this show, right on RuneScape.com, the 2024 player survey will be released. Now, I know some of you before have felt like, oh, I'm not sure if the quarterly surveys have much impact. They are really important to us. I can't stress that enough. And I just want to touch on that and just say, it's a
Discord
really,
stage,
really important thing to fill out for us, but this one especially.
That's just May, actually.
And I'll let Mod Doom kind of talk a little bit about why that is.
Yes, I mean, I can personally attest to how important those surveys are. Mod Bam, who is Mod Hoolie's manager, constantly cites those surveys all the time. They're such a crucial part
they
of
won't do polls. They shouldn't do polls. It holds back too much content, I think. People just vote no against stuff that they don't want.
This is beyond.
When it could still be good for the game.
2025. I know what you're thinking. Holy Zamorak, what is he on about? We have literally just been looking at 2024. We cannot be going that far ahead. But all right, part of our vision isn't just the planned content. It's making sure that the stuff that we aren't even showing you yet, beyond that, is informed by you as well. We want to make sure that we're better informed, making smarter decisions. We've got that survey in place that we want you to get involved with.
Okay. The survey is good. You should definitely do
really
the survey.
Get a crucial understanding of how you're feeling right now, especially retrospectively about the last 3 months. That's been super important. But this is distinct and different in that you're going to be taking a key part in potential directions we've identified. Nothing concrete. This isn't. We're being like yes, no on something. It's not like that. But we want you to help us understand the kind of ways you're leaning and helping us shape our final 2025 roadmap. I can't believe I'm saying that right now, 2025 roadmap, but it's going to be playing a crucial part in that.
Well, if you know we're getting a 2025 roadmap,
very early
good.
design decisions rather than granular concrete stuff. I want to be very clear that this is sort of, we're looking slightly more
themes and directions and thoughts.
Yes, so it's a very useful, informative resource for us to be able to sit down and look at and say, okay, this is the kind of thing we're going for, rather than do this because it won top billing on the server or anything like that. So we really want you to get involved in that, and it would mean the world to me personally if you guys all got involved in it. Please.
Well, now you've got to do it, clearly. No, look, the 2025 roadmap is something we're already thinking about. We already have some really clear ideas on where we want to go. This is about adding your voice to that process, giving us indications and directions to build a roadmap that is essentially more better informed by you, whilst kind of taking that kind of design inspiration and excitement that this team can bring. So we're really excited to see that. It will also have a little bit of influence on what we're doing and what we've announced today on 2024. So it's a really cool way to add your voice to that process. So beyond that, we talked about this a little bit at the top of the show. We're going to be doing a Discord stage. So if you don't know what that is, it's kind of like a live podcast on Discord where you can come and contribute questions in a chat and influence the discussion of the show. I'm going to be sitting down with Marcos, who you heard at the top of the show. And this is going to be to give you a behind the scenes of what's been going on at the studio. How did we get to this point of being able to announce this roadmap? Maybe even go into a little bit of some of the challenges we faced and maybe a little bit of reasoning behind some of our lack of communication in areas. Let's be very upfront. But we're really excited to talk to you about that. We want to, for those of you who are interested in it, we do want to provide you more insight and reason into what's been going on at the studio and how we've been building for the future. So I'm really excited to do that and hopefully kind of be more transparent and open with all of you. There's also a couple of things on the content front coming up as well.
Yes. Next week, we'll be diving into the Sanctum of Rebirth. Ooh, not actually physically diving into it because I don't know if we're
right, guys. I think the stream's pretty much done. what I'm going to do is go through this maybe real quick. See what's on here. It might just be the same, right? It might just be exactly the same. We'll have a quick skim. I don't need to cover the full thing. But it's just the announcements, I think. New boss. Maybe there's more information. So let's have a look. There could be more information than the other stuff. Let's go as a game. We're heavily... One second, actually. Hold on. I want to be able to see your guys' chat because I can't. It says, Rizgo is a game we're heavily committed to and one that continues to have a long future ahead of it. Over the past few months, we've been intensely working to build a better future for the game through fundamental changes. This is actually true because there's a lot of content and it's coming out soon. I just kind of wish they'd just said it sooner. You know, it's perfect. Like, it's great. There's a lot of stuff coming for the rest of the year, but changes that prioritize player involvement in our development, in how we uphold a monthly schedule of content releases, and in how we empower our developers to make the best content possible. Thank you to Everyscape for your patience as we put this into place. Okay, cool. Now we get the roadmap. So we've seen that on streams. Fine, we've already seen this. New mode. I just want to see if there's any hidden information. Yes, it's true. Group Iron Man is coming later this year, 10 years on from the launch. Has it been 10 years since Iron Man? That's crazy. Recap for just tuned in. This will be the recap. This will be the recap. 10 years from the launch of Iron Man, we're excited to launch a brand new way to experience Iron Man. We think it's an incredible way to re-experience RuneScape with your friends, or maybe even introduce some new games, new ones to the game. We can't wait to see the story to come out of it. Iron Man is a version of RuneScape where everything has to be earned with your own blood, sweat, and tears. No grand exchange, no trading, no treasure hunter, reduced access to XP benefiting boosts, and a whole lot more. Group Iron Man takes that experience and makes it social, so you'll be doing it with friends. Nice. Within your Group Iron Man friend group, you'll have access to shared storage, gain the ability to trade with one another, and if you're a competitive type, compete for glory on the Group Iron Man leaderboards. So there's going to be a leaderboard just for Group Iron Man. I don't know if Old School has that or not, but very likely, right? So when you can get your hands, when can you get your hands on it? Stay tuned for a confirmed release date at RuneFest. So they're going to announce the release date for that at RuneFest, which is cool. Very cool. New boss dungeon, which is actually coming out very soon, coming in July. So it's pretty quick. Sanctum of Rebirth is a new spin on Elite Dungeons coming this July. The artwork already is hold on. Is that a spoiler there of the boss? With 2 pillars and the we couldn't see this on the roadmap because it was so little, but that looks great. It looks very cool, actually. I like it. So it says, in this new boss dungeon experience, 1 to 4 players can delve into the Sanctum to take on 3 unique bosses across either normal or hard difficulties. Sanctum of Rebirth, takes Elite Dungeon experience and focuses it down to just the bosses, cutting out the areas packed with mobs to traverse, though you'll still get a breather and some rewards between each of the fights. So you'll kill the boss, and then you'll have your little looting and stuff, and then you'll move on to the next one when you're ready. Claiming the Sanctum will be your route to the brand new Tier 95 Magic Dual Wield weapons. And for those amongst you able to conquer its biggest challenges, you may even get access to a new upgrade item to push weapons past... What? Past Tier 95? They didn't mention this in the stream. See, this is why you read this. Claiming the Sanctum will be your route to brand new Tier 95 dual weapons, and for those of you amongst able to conquer its biggest challenges, you may even get access to a new upgrade to push weapons past Tier 95. They did I just miss it? Oh. As part of our weapon to develop content more closely with the community, we'll be looking to you to help define this new combat encounter, from getting your take on new divine or revive mechanic for this dungeon through a beta world playtest potential. So they're gonna beta it. They're gonna do a beta world for it, which is huge. Hell yeah, nice. I assume it's tier 97 and not tier 99, right? But we'll see. That's exciting. New skilling boss. Let's have a look at the art for this too. Okay, so like when you zoomed out, you don't notice all the details, but then as soon as you zoom in, there's a chest here, there's Anubis here, there's a ship down here, a Chaos Witch, and an upside down pyramid. So it's Anubis with an upside down pyramid. It's pretty interesting, actually. So RuneScape's second skilling boss is on the way, playable solo or as a group. This new skilling boss will directly tie into the Sanctum of Rebirth and the main storyline with an accompanying story quest. A design for the encounter and rewards is still in early stage development right now, so let's know what you'd love to see. Cool. Nice. That's cool. Very, very cool. New story quests. The next chapter of the main storyline is coming as well. Both story quests will follow on from the events established in Requiem for a Dragon, so we'll have to have completed that, of course. And our first quest will tie directly into our next skilling boss, taking you into the Sanctum of Rebirth to uncover some new mysteries. So the first quest is going to take you into the dungeon, so the dungeon will be quest locked. You will still have to do that. It'll introduce you into it. Probably doing the first clear will be the quest, I would assume, and then you'll be able to go back and repeat it. That seems to be how they go along doing boss releases now. They always have like an introductory quest because they said it boosts engagement, so it makes total sense. The second quest will progress the storyline further, and we'll be paying attention to feedback on the storyline as we craft the next adventures. In the skilling update, skills are the heart of RuneScape. You wear your hard-earned skill capes with pride, so we're rewarding your efforts with new content updates that expand on what high-level skills can offer. So we're getting an upgrade to skills for the high-end level, which is pretty cool. Our first two updates in this vein arrive in 2024 with mining and smithing, followed by woodcutting and fletching. Both updates will introduce new resources to acquire, so there's going to be new logs and stuff, new resources for woodcutting and fletching too. We already know about the mining one, right? And new powerful items to create, and a great excuse to revisit your favorite skills. We're making sure we can deliver these updates regularly across a variety of skills, so our current plans don't include alternative training methods or reworks. Okay. We're making sure we can deliver these updates regularly across a variety of skills, so our current plans don't include. Okay, cool. Our mining and smithing update will introduce Daemonheim mining, allowing you to mine Daemonheim ores on the surface of the world for the first time. With your ores converted to primal bars, you'll be able to craft primal armor and equipment, and even create a brand new masterwork weapon and a new top tier pickaxe. So I wonder if you'll have to upgrade the current pickaxe or whether you would just make it. I don't know. Rebalance to 120. It's just new content. I don't think it's going to 120. I could be wrong, but I don't think they mentioned that. Beyond the new skilling content, there's also plenty of us to consider in how we add this new content to the skills. Nice. That's epic. Good. Sounds good. I like the fact that it's like the higher level stuff. I know that sounds like, oh, always high level stuff, but like it's true. When you reach your skill cape, you just put the skill down and you're done with it. It's going to be nice to reach the skill cape and then be like, hey, there's more stuff for me to actually do here. So that's pretty cool. New archaeology dig site in Daemonheim. We know about this already. They're actually reworking Daemonheim as well, right? You'll be, and since you'll be spending some time on the surface of Daemonheim, we're making sure to give the area a hefty graphical update too. Stay tuned for our first look. That which is pretty cool. I'm glad they're reworking the actual area as well, which is obviously great. Very good. New boss, which we know about as well. Did they give anything else? They mentioned like four pets for it. I don't think they mentioned really anything else with that though. Seasonal events. We're getting a new Halloween event, but it's what am I going to say? No, yeah, but it's not affecting content. So they're like balancing it. They're not saying you're getting the Halloween event and nothing else. There's actually, if we go back to the top of the roadmap, there's the Halloween event. And we're also getting group Iron Man mode and the woodcutting and fletching at the same time. So it's not like removing from the thing when they said that they had to battle. They couldn't do the other one. They're going to do one or the other. And then there's the spring survey roadmap too. The spring. No, sorry, not the spring survey. Why did I read that as spring? Really past. Shaping the future roadmap. Let's talk 2025 and beyond. And so this is good. You guys should do the survey. You should absolutely do the survey for sure. It'll be good for the future of the game. And a final word from Mod Marcus. Hey everyone, I'm Mod Marcus. For the last couple of years, I've been executive producer for Old School RuneScape. So they brought over. I'll just quickly go through this. They brought over an exec producer from Old School RuneScape, and they're wanting to make it so that they like implement things from Old School into RuneScape 3, the way that they communicate with the players and the way that they like include the direction of content with players too. They're not going to do polls, but yeah, did I miss it? You did, Messick. You've missed all of it. There you go. That's it's a lot. There's a lot of stuff, man, and it sounds super awesome. I am very excited personally. Came into this with very little expectations, and now I've got to go and make a video that's probably going to take me till like God knows what time. So there's a lot, but I hope you guys are excited. I definitely am. I might start playing. There's going to be so much grinding to get ready. Tier 95 magic weapons. I want to be able to buy them on release. Do a final poll. Let me do a final poll. Yeah, let's do it. How are we feeling with the content? Happy? Not happy? Or yeah, it's fine. Cool. Can't vote on that. Let's quickly check the stream one more time before we. I know. Are they done? Oh, they're done. Yeah, I thought they might have been. Yeah, cool. Yeah. So I'm pretty happy with it. The only thing that's missing is the Tectonic update. So with the Tectonic update, they didn't announce it, but I think it's coming. I think it's going to be in here. I think one of the... So that I reckon we're going to have the tier 95 release from here. But then when they release it, I think they'll just also drop the Tectonic upgrade. Unless there's an item that you use on Tectonic to upgrade it. Maybe. Unless they just add it. But Serenic just got added to the game, right? So it could be coming. We'll have to see, but they kind of hinted at something else that they didn't want to talk. They said, "Oh, there's going to be something else as well," but they didn't say what it was. So it could be either way. Magic going to be pretty damn good probably because you don't want to release it and it'd be worthless. So yeah, feels kind of meh. I don't know. I'm pretty excited. There's going to be a lot of content for me to cover, and I obviously need to make a ton of money now. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it from me for today. I'm going to go and make a video on everything, covering it all. If you're interested, then keep an eye out for it. But if you've been here the whole time, then, of course, you've seen most of it anyway. But thanks for watching. Leave a like before you go. I would appreciate it a ton. And I'll catch you all in the next one. I'll be back tomorrow. We've got a lot of grinding to do. So I'll be back tomorrow. See you later, guys. Have a good one. Bye.